I mean? Double 11 senior year, made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian. Again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen come forward.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us for the final week of the regular season in high school football as your Collinsville Kahawks host the Triad Knights. Welcome in once again to the pregame show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service is served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville, located at 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. Matter of fact, they have the press box door open. I'm looking at it right now, and I can see LC's Pub from where I sit. So if you're hungry and you want to watch the football game, they got the football game on the big screen TV down there, and they have great food. Give them a call if you would like to place a carry-out order. Take it back to your place and watch the game at home. 618-855-9007. That's LC's Pub, 618-855-9007. All right, here we are at week number 9. Collinsville, they come in with a record of 5-3 under their third-year head coach, Colton Rhodes, who now has a record of 22 wins and only 7 losses in his almost 3 years at the helm here at Collinsville. Triad, they also come in at 5-3. They are under their first-year head coach, Calvin Podas, and he's got that team moving in the right direction a little bit differently than what his predecessor did. We'll get to that in a moment. Kahawks, by the way, became playoff eligible with last week's 28-6 win over Cahokia. And over the last 2 games, Collinsville's defense has 2 shutdown performances, pitching a shutout at Marion in that 57-0 win and only allowed 6 points to Cahokia last week. Collinsville has outscored their last 4 opponents 166-44. The Kahok defense has only allowed 58 total rushing yards in their last 8 quarters of football, and only allowed their opponents 11 total first downs in that same span, only 179 total yards in the last 2 games allowed by the defense as well. The offense, they have piled up 795 total yards in those same 8 quarters. All 4 of last week's touchdowns for Collinsville came in a 5-minute span in the second quarter. Well, Triad, they also became playoff eligible last week with a 51-6 win at home over Civic Memorial. Triad started the season with a home win versus Mattoon before suffering back-to-back losses in 2 road games at Mount Zion and at Althoff. The Knights followed that up with that 2-game setback. They followed that up by winning their next 3 games, road wins at Waterloo and Muscuda, and a home win versus Jerseyville. Highland then ended Triad a 36-7 home loss in week number 7 before the big bounce back last week versus Civic Memorial. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Colton Rhodes. We talked about a few things. We talked about last week's game. We talked about this week's game, and a little honor that has been bestowed upon the Collinsville head coach. We'll tell you all about that after a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Week number 9, final week of the high school football season. And your Collinsville Kahawks finish off the regular season at home with a big battle against the Triad Knights as third-year head coach Colton Rhodes joins us now. Coach, before we get to the game at hand here, or last week's game, let's talk about your selection to coach in the 50th annual ICA Shrine All-Star Game in June. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's really awesome. So luckily enough, last year I was able to go attend it because I wanted to go watch Colby Anderson take part and play in it. So I got to kind of take a little part of it as a spectator, but now this year they asked me to be an assistant coach in it, and I've, of course, said absolutely. So I'm excited to get involved. They do a lot of great things with the Shriners Hospital, and the kids having a great time experiencing different things that week besides outside of football. So for me to be able to get a part of that too next year will be super fun in the summer.
When do they decide on what kids play? When will you know if someone from Collinsville makes it?
I think it's the beginning of December. So I think sometime in November they send out the nominations, and I think they have like a committee that kind of picks the teams and picks the players. So we'll know sometime then.
All right, let's talk about last week's 28-6 win over Cahokia. Playoff eligible for the third straight year. That's never happened here at Collinsville High School. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. No, it never happened, and I'm glad it did. These kids have worked really hard all year long, so I'm glad we got that fifth one. Hoping to get that sixth one just to for sure clinch it and knock it out of the park tonight.
All right, let's talk about that defense, man. Your defense has been pretty good these last couple of games. A total of 6 points allowed over the last 8 quarters, 11 total first downs to the opponent. Over that same time, only 179 yards your last 2 opponents have gained against you guys in these last 2 games. So talk about your defense.
They're playing lights out, right? They're when they're creating turnovers and getting pressure on the quarterback and making him make mistakes through the air. That's really a big key to our success. Our linebackers and defensive line have done a great job stopping the run all year. So now that they're getting after the quarterback a little bit more and we're causing mayhem back there in the backfield all the time, it's really helping our pass defense take off too recently. So I'm happy the way that defense plays, and they're going to be bringing it tonight too.
Well, your defense has been stymieing the last couple of opponents. The offense is on fire, man. 795 yards and 12 touchdowns, including all 4 touchdowns last week came in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, and I mean defense helped us out, setting us up nicely there, and then we had a couple big splash plays there. I know we had a deep one to Amari Rogers, and we had that reverse to KJ that really kind of exploded us. We're hoping we can get those big plays. If we're getting big plays as an offense, that really helps us move the ball down the field and gives us that little quick burst of energy that we kind of need to finish drives off. Sometimes those longer drives get a little tougher when you get into the red zone, but when you have a big chunk play and you can capitalize on it, it helps out great. So as long as we can keep finding ways to get our athletes in space and making explosive plays, I like our chances.
All right, let's talk about your quarterback once again, Darren Pennell. I know we've talked about him a lot this year, but he deserves it. Right now he sits at 7th in all of the St. Louis area with those passing yards, 1,643. And he's already passed up totals last year put up by Bagwell, and the year before that put up by Colby Anderson.
Yeah, I know, and they played more games than he has so far. So he's done an outstanding job. I love Colby. I love Ethan. I love being able to coach both of them. But Darren right now is the smartest quarterback I've had. Just being able to talk to him reading the defense and him kind of figuring things out versus at the beginning of the game towards the end. We watch film all the time together, and he's pointing things out without me doing it, and sometimes he's letting me know what he sees that maybe I missed it. And no, I mean, the kid's phenomenal. I think he's top 20 in the entire state of Illinois too in passing yards. So he's just doing a great job this season. Our receivers are making plays. Our O-line does a really good job of keeping him upright. Our pass protection is pretty good. But Darren is just he's a special kid to be able to transfer him from wide receiver right before the season to being the starting quarterback and be able to do the things he's doing.
And he does it with his feet as well, man. You throw in his running yards, and he's already got over 2,000 yards of offense all by himself.
Yeah, man, he's special. I'm glad he's on our team. I'm glad I'm not having to scheme up ways to stop him each week. So having a guy like that back there is special, and I know these guys get headaches trying to watch our film, seeing how they're going to stop number 5, and I can't really help them because I'm not sure what you can do.
Let's talk about number 2, Ryan McIntyre. He's having a pretty good year. He's not having a Jerry Richardson year, but not a lot of guys do. But he's getting the job done.
Yeah, no, Ryan McIntyre does a great job. He's really fast. He's quick. He gets in and out. When he sees the hole and he makes that first cut and he just gets downhill fast, that's when he's at his best, when he's not second-guessing himself. Obviously, ball security issues last week a little bit for him, but he's going to be fine. He's going to figure that out. He also does a really great job for us receiving the football since he was a receiver last year too. So I love what I see from Ryan. Our O-line's only getting better each week, so I'm expecting him to kind of pop off a big one here at some point in the next game or two, hopefully, especially like he was doing earlier in the season where he's getting those long runs like Centralia Carbondale right at the beginning. I think we're going to get one soon.
He's been doing a pretty good job punting, too, minus that one when the football was wet, and everybody was kind of wet in that first quarter and only ended up being about a net of 5 yards, but he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, I know his punting's been outstanding besides that 1 or 2 punt last game. Outside of that, like Ryan's averaging close to 40 yards for a high school punter. We practice our punt team each week, but he's not doing individual punt drills on the side. He's doing running back drills all the time, and for him to be able to do what he's doing punting the football has been a real gift to us offensively, defensively, working on their field position.
Matt Reynolds handling the kickoff duties, also doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, we're still working on that first touchback. He's going to get one. He does it in practice all the time. Just whatever reason, the game is just not flying for him, so he's going to get one. But I love having him out there because he's not just a kicker; he's a football player. So he can make the tackle, make the plays, and follow the ball down there on kickoffs. Just having 11 guys versus 10, which some teams have when they just have a kicker out there. So I love Matt Reynolds as a sophomore, and he's going to be a good kicker for us in the future too.
All right, let's move on to tonight's contest. Triad Knights are here in town. Not the same run-first offense as they were under head coach Paul Basler, under new coach Calvin Potas. They kind of mix a lot with run and the pass, kind of like you do.
Yeah, they do a really good job of mixing it up. They like to pass it. They got a guy on their team, number 88, Cockrell. He looks a lot like KJ. Just mannerisms, height, speed. There's kind of this very similar player to KJ there. So, he's going to be a force that we're going to try and stop through the air and limit his big plays. But, their offense is fun to watch. I'm not saying it wasn't before, but now getting to see it and see they're trying to do some new things, trying to see what they're up to on offense. But it's good to see them, trying something new and taking advantage of the athletes that they have right now.
All right, so what is it going to take for the Kahawks to stop the Triad Knights and pull out the victory tonight?
We got to limit those big plays to 88. Like I said, they really love to get him the ball, force them to either throw it to somebody else or take it on the run because we've been run stopping every game this season besides, I guess, Mount Vernon. And then offensively, we just got to execute. That's the one thing. I don't think there's a team around the area that's really going to stop this offense. We're loaded with playmakers if we are executing. We've got guys all over the field that can score from anywhere. We just got to make sure we're getting them the ball and then just doing what we need to do after we catch the ball. So executing on offense and then limiting big plays on defense is our goals.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That is Colton Rhodes, your Collinsville Kahawk football head coach. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw some starters at you. We'll throw some stats at you. All that and more coming up on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121. Or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium here at Collinsville High School. Just about ready to go with this big, important Week 9 football game between two teams that are 5-3. Of course, whoever wins will get that all-important 6th win and guarantee themselves a playoff spot. 5 wins should get you in. Last year, a couple of 4-win teams made it into the playoffs, so it all remains to be seen. But the most important thing is you win, and you are definitely in. Triad won the coin toss, and they elected to receive. That's a rarity these days. Normally, the winning teams elect to defer and take the ball in the second half, but Triad will get the ball first. Collinsville will get the ball to begin the second half, so the defense is what you will see first for Collinsville, and they will trot out our Friday football throwback featured player of the day. Number 4, Amari Berry, 6'1", 185-pound senior, plays defensive end. The other defensive end is Devin Habermill, wears number 9, 6'2", 230-pound junior. Your nose tackle is Cordell Kaufman, a 6'1", 320-pound junior. Your inside linebackers, Zay Norton, the 5'10", 210-pound senior. Roland Arms, number 10, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. And Michael Tonge, who wears number 34, 6 foot, 185-pound junior. Your joker is Darius Williams. He sports number 8. He is a 5'10", 165-pound senior. Your rover is Chase Reynolds. He wears the big number 1 on his back, 5'9", 170-pound junior. And in the secondary, your 2 cornerbacks, Jalik Nelson, the 6 foot, 165-pound senior, and Isaiah Gordon, number 20, a 5'10", 160-pound senior. And your free safety is none other than number 5, Darren Pennell, the 6'1", 175-pound senior. For Triad, they come into this contest, as I mentioned earlier, under a new head coach, Calvin Potas, in his first year. He takes over head coaching duties after 25 years with Paul Basler in that role. Matter of fact, he was honored earlier this week for his role as the head coach. 25 years. He went 152-98 in his time. That included 17 trips to the playoffs, 8 straight from 2004 to 2011, 4 straight from 2014 to 2017, and likely another 4 straight from 2019 to last year. But of course, there were no playoffs in the pandemic year of 2020, so it had to got stopped there. But Triad did go 5-1 in that spring of 2021. Their best season under Paul Basler was in 2001. They went 9-3. They won their first 2-round playoff games before they ended up losing in the quarterfinals, 27-16 to Morris High School. Jayhawks are coming out of the locker room right now and running through the crowd gathered down there. It is pink out night here at Collinsville High School. Both Kahok Strong and Triad Strong are representing and raising money for cancer awareness and cancer research. And, of course, a lot of the money stays in the area as well to help out some of the local families in their time of need, whether it's battling cancer or some other kind of tragedy that has unfortunately been bestowed upon them. So good turnout here for both of these programs as Collinsville comes out of the tunnel flying, and we are almost ready to go. If you look across the way, you can see that Triad packed the stands as well, and most of those folks over there are wearing pink. So this is a definite pink palace here tonight, Kahok Stadium is. So we are just about ready to go. These two teams have met in week number 2 every year since the 2004 season, except, of course, during the pandemic year when they did not play each other. Triad owns the record. They are 12-6 versus Collinsville in that time. 2 straight wins for the Knights on 3 different occasions, and 4 straight Triad wins from 2014 to 2017. But Collinsville has won the last 2 straight since Colton Rhodes took over in 2021, 10-7 in that first year under Colton Rhodes, and 29-14 last year. Triad won 3 straight games against Collinsville to start that series off from 2004 to 2006. So we are just about ready to go, and 2 teams making their way onto the field. And my name is Todd Duke. We have Glenn Woodcock on the camera with us tonight, and on the other microphone, the one and the only Dr. Chris McCluskey. How are you, sir?
Doing great, Todd. Beautiful night here at Kahok Stadium. Much anticipated game, so I appreciate you having me back in the booth with you, sir.
Always, man. Was there any doubt? You know, are you going to wait for me to call you up one day and go, no, I don't want you tonight, man?
Well, I hope not. We have an awful good time up here. And
we do.
Hopefully, seems like our viewers enjoy the commentary, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. I think you're going to be in for a treat tonight.
Yep. So Collinsville comes in averaging 349.1 yards of offense per game, while the Triad Knights not too far behind that, 315.8. Collinsville has 998 rushing yards this year to Triad's 1,288. The Kahawks, though, They have the upper hand in the passing department. Collinsville has passed for 1,795 yards this year, while Triad almost as many yards passing as they do rushing, 1,238 yards passing. So only 50 more yards rushing than passing, and that's very unlike Triad of the past with Paul Basler in control. They were run. We might throw a pass here, run. Now they mix it up a lot.
New regime, new game plan, and this is a pretty good athletic class for the Triad Knights. So, like I said, much anticipated game here. Anytime you're playing a rival school, and, a lot of these guys out here have buddies, on each side of the ball. So anytime you're playing your buddy, you want to win just that much more. So a great crowd here on hand. Kahok Stadium, a lot of tailgating before the game, and just a big-time atmosphere here.
Oh, yeah, pink out game, tailgate before the game for the students. We noticed the Triad people are over in All Pro Tees parking lot having their own tailgate over there.
That was actually us, too. That
Yeah.
was a combo of Triad Collinsville, but they brought their trailer. They snuck it in, Todd.
Gotcha. All right, here comes the kickoff. Matt Reynolds, kickoff number 47 on the year, and that one's going to go deep, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. I tell you what, Colton Rhodes mentioned that in the pregame interview. He's like, we'd like to see Matt Reynolds get a touchback here tonight. He hasn't had one all year.
I was going to say, he's been so close, and how about coming out with that opening kickoff and just not even giving the speedy backs from Triad a chance, so they'll take over on their own. They do 20 or 25 nowadays.
So I don't have to tell you about the return men for Triad because that was for naught. All right, so Triad will come out on offense first. It is the 20-yard line. On the 20-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. Isaac Ackerman is the quarterback for Triad. He has completed 86 passes of 148 attempts, 1,535 yards, 14 touchdowns to go along with only 3 interceptions. He's having a very good year. Colin Qualls is their running back, 90 carries on the year, 637 yards, 13 touchdowns. He averages 7 yards per carry. So we're underway, and the handoff is going to go to Qualls. He's going to come over here on the right side. Flag on the play right off the bat. That might be a holding call against Triad, and that might be coming back, and it will be.
Yeah, with where the flag was, the referee threw it, and that'll be a hold on the right side of Triad's line. I'm not sure who the guilty player was, but that'll push Triad back on the opening play.
So we'll do first down all over again. They'll back up the Knights, and they'll have a little bit farther to go than the original 80 yards they needed to score in the first place.
Yeah, pay attention to the right side of Triad's line. Number 75, big Lane Monsmith. He goes 6'8", 320.
Ooh.
One of the top 50 players in the state of Illinois, last I checked.
6'8", man. That's like Randy Johnson tall.
He played baseball for me when they were about 10, and we had to take his birth certificate to every tournament and game. That's a true story.
All right, 1st and 20 now from the 10-yard line after the penalty. In shotgun once again is Ackerman. He has Qualls right behind him, and he hands the ball off again to the running back. And this time he's going to get stopped in his tracks. Michael Tongay met him right at the line of scrimmage and threw him back.
Yeah, number 34, Junior Tongay. He is pumped up out there, folks. I just saw Grandma and Grandpa and Aunt and Uncle over to watch Michael, and he's already putting on a show for him.
Well, man, I saw him coming out of the walkway over there by the Votech Center, and he was jumping up and down, high-fiving everybody he could. He's ready to go.
He's an animal. He's a great player and getting a lot of college looks already.
Loss of 3 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 23 for Triad. Split backs on either side of Ackerman, and the handoff goes again. Nobody fake handoff. Intercepted! Intercepted by Darius Williams. He's in for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Nice deception play by Triad, but errant throw by quarterback Ackerman. And Darius Williams, who's been playing an excellent cornerback the last few games, hits pay dirt with a pick 6 here at Kahok Stadium.
That is unbelievable start. This Kahok defense has been on fire these last couple of games, and Collinsville doesn't waste any time. Boy, I tell you what, he looked like he threw it right to him.
Ooh, baby. So now you'll see Nick Shantz on for the point after attempt, who's been nothing short of incredible in his own right this year.
Yeah, he sure has. He's only missed 2 extra points all year, and he's going to keep it at 2 as that one goes through the upright, and Collinsville jumps out to a 7-0 lead, and we jump out to our first commercial break in game, and we'll be back with the ensuing kickoff right after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, We like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Welcome back to Kahawk Stadium. Isaac Ackerman threw only his 4th interception of the year, and it was a pick 6, 10-yard return for Darius Williams. Collinsville leads 7-0 as Matt Reynolds is due to kick off again. They have 3 men deep now this time for Triad on this kickoff. They have Colin Qualls, Tashawn Cockerell, and Ian Dempsey all back deep for Triad. As once again, Matt Reynolds will put a leg into it and see if he can. Oh, there's a little razzle-dazzle by Collinsville. Loose ball. Kahawks did it. The Kahawks, little trickery with an onside kick, and Collinsville recovers. And they're already leading 7-0, and now they're going to start at midfield with their first drive of the game.
Man, what a call by Coach Colton Rhodes. You know, you see our kicker put one in the end zone.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for him to bomb it, and a perfect onside kick right down the middle of the field. Took Triad's front line off guard, and now you're going to see Darren Pinnell and your Kahawk offense take over from Triad's 48.
Darren Pinnell, the quarterback, 115 completions out of 189 tries, 1,643 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Here's the first play of the game for Collinsville on offense. It's a pass over in the flat to Amari Rogers-Parrott, and he's going to get across the line of scrimmage and pick up a couple of yards at least.
Yeah, nice quick ball out to Parrott. Triad's running kind of a deep spread defense, and their backs actually closed quickly and held that to a short 2-yard gain for Barry.
Darren Pinnell with his 1,643 yards already has more yards than Bagwell last year and Colby Anderson the year before that. Colby played in 10 games to get that total. Ethan Bagwell played in 11 last year to get that total. He's already got it passed in 8 games.
Darren has, people were concerned about first-year quarterback and this and that, and I said he'll be just fine. Sure enough, he is.
Chase Reynolds runs the ball off tackle over to the right-hand side, picks up some more positive yardage. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 to go here for Collinsville. Reynolds came in only having 5 carries on the ground for 88 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Pinnell, by the way, leads the team in rushing yards with 444 yards on 70 attempts. He has scored 7 touchdowns on the ground, has Pinnell. And now we're going to have a false start called, I guess, illegal shift. What?
I think they called offsetting penalties.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Collinsville here, they're really notorious for starting off run game, short pass, suck the linebackers in, and then probably on your next possession, you're going to see them start to stretch the field out.
3rd down and 5 now for Collinsville. Pinnell in shotgun once again, has McIntyre over his right-hand shoulder, 2 wide receivers on the near side. That's where they throw, and that ball was off of the hands of Chase Reynolds and almost could have been intercepted.
Yeah, right through the hands of Reynolds. Darren had, I think, a little much zip on that ball, and when you have that much zip, you better hit them right in the numbers. But the ball was about a little bit high and a little wide, and Reynolds just couldn't haul it in, but I think we're in 4-down territory.
It looks like they are going to go for it as Pinnell comes over and gets the signals from Coach Colton Rhodes. He'll head back to the huddle. Still plenty of time on the play clock as we have 9:57 left to go here in this first quarter. Already 7-0 in favor of Collinsville. Going for it on 4th down. They're going to move Reynolds back over to the far side. He'll be in the slot right next to Rogers-Parrott. KJ Thorpe's-Watt over here on this side. Pinnell rolls out, throws while he's on the run, and he's got Rogers-Parrott first down and more over on the sideline. He gets taken out right around the 23-yard line.
Man, great play by Collinsville, and you got to credit our line for holding their blocks. It's easy to get a holding call when you got the quarterback rolling out. So 1st down Kahawks, threatening Triad on their own 29-yard line.
Amari Rogers-Parrott, 33 catches coming into this game for 428 yards, 5 touchdowns. Same amount of touchdowns that KJ has. KJ leads the club in yardage, though, with 519. Here's a little pitch to Chase Reynolds, and a flag comes in very late after that play. This is going to be a holding call, and it's going to go against Collinsville, so that play wouldn't count anyway.
Well, Collinsville guilty of a penalty here. That's going to back them up. 10 yards, so it'll be first down and 20.
Chase Reynolds, 24 catches on the year for 345 yards. Ryan McIntyre leads the team in total yards. He has 350 rushing yards and 233 receiving yards coming in for a total of 583. So first down and 20 for Collinsville. Ball now back on the 34-yard line instead of the 24. And the Kahawks go back to work. Split backs, Chase Reynolds and Ryan McIntyre on either side of Pennell. One wide receiver on both sides. And Pennell fakes the handoff, going back to pass, rolls out to his right, getting chased from behind, throws on the run, and that's out of bounds, and that'll bring up a second down and 20 to go for the Kahawks.
Yeah, well covered by the Knight secondary. Their cornerback and safeties held strong. Darren rolled out, had nowhere to go, so he wisely chucks the ball out of bounds to not give up even more yardage. So Collinsville, again, will have second and 20 on Triad's 39.
Your line consists of Caden Hearn, Edwin Kircher, Corey Patton, Zach Howe, and Jack Shepard. They're doing a good job of protecting up there. Your tight end is Devin Habermill. He's on the very right side of that line. 3 wide receivers near, 1 far. Pennell goes back to pass again. This time he rolls out to his left. He's got some room to move, and that's exactly what he does. And he'll get pushed out of bounds at around the 23-yard line. So back up to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a third down and 9, 10, somewhere around there.
Well, see, Pennell poses a trouble for the defense because if they sit back in coverage, then that's what he can do. He can just take 10 yards from you. You come up and try to tackle him, obviously you're going to leave a receiver open. So Darren being very versatile is a big bonus for this Kahawk offense.
They put it back up to the original line of scrimmage, so ball on the 24-yard line, and if you think they went for it on fourth down near midfield, they'll do it again if they don't pick it up here. There's movement up front, and that's going to give Collinsville another 5 yards.
Man, discipline out of Collinsville's line. We go with the hard count. 2 or 3 guys jumped from Triad.
Yeah, it was like in unison.
I mean, that's a huge penalty, right?
Sure is,
third
yeah.
and 5 compared to 3rd and 10 is completely different.
Now you can possibly run the ball, and if you don't make it, you can go for it on fourth down if you just need a couple of yards.
Do it again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Reynolds here.
Isaiah Gordon on the near side. Amari Rogers-Parrott on the far side. Handoff is going to go to Chase Reynolds, and he'll get close to the first down. Depends on where the mark is. Looks like he might be about a yard short.
We'll see where they spot it. Yeah,
looks like they're going to put it down right on the 15, and they need to get to the 14 for a first down. So it'll be fourth down and 1.
Nice run by Reynolds right up the gut. Credit Collinsville's offensive line for making a hole.
I usually see Reynolds run the ball this much. Like I said, 5 times coming into this game, and he's already ran it 3 times here tonight.
He's been playing so well the last couple weeks, so you got to feed him the ball. I like it.
He'll line up as a slot receiver over on the right side of the formation. Here's the snap, and Ryan McIntyre is going to turn, and he'll get the first down. There's a flag all the way over on the far side of the field, though.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That almost tells you a false start or
either that or somebody lined up in the neutral zone. It's a false start against Collinsville, so that'll back them up 5 yards. It'll bring up a fourth down and 6.
Well, penalties already playing a role for both teams here early in the game. Still 8:20 left in the first quarter.
7-0 in favor of Collinsville on a pick 6 by Darius Williams on Triad's first possession. After they got nailed with a holding call, they threw an interception right afterwards. So a little bit more work to do on 4th and 6 than there was on 4th and 1 here.
Yeah, Triad only going with 4 down linemen. So they're trying to make us beat them up front.
Once again, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near as far as your receivers. And Pennell's back to pass. He's going to throw it, and it's right through the hands of Rogers-Parrott. And Collinsville is going to turn it over on downs. And again, Darren Pennell, man, has zip on that ball, and I think sometimes that zip will cost him.
Too much zip, right? Because
Yeah.
that ball hit Parrott right in the hands. But, you know, when you're trying to feed the needle, like it's the receiver's job to catch the football. We've talked in the past, you know, when Collinsville catches the ball, they're dangerous. But they do have a propensity to drop footballs.
7:55 left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of Collinsville. Triad will get their hands on the ball offensively for the second time. Isaac Ackerman in shotgun once again. Has one lone back, and the receivers are all close tucked into the line. He's going to roll out is Ackerman. Ackerman looks and almost got his head taken off. Got around a tackler and then gets taken out at the 30-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, Zay Norton and rolling arms missed on Ackerman, and that's not very common, so Ackerman must be a little more agile than your average quarterback.
Well, he comes into this contest having carried the ball 87 times for 531 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Sounds pretty agile to me.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Ackerman's playing Pinnell quarterback versus quarterback. Their dads are playing each other in fantasy football this weekend.
That's nice. And a couple of guys go into motion for Triad. They'll switch from the near side to the far side. Slot receiver over on the far side, Luis Johannes. Back to pass is Ackerman. He scrambles out of the pocket, throws one up. He's got a man wide open. That's Ian Dempsey, and Dempsey is going to have an easy trot to the end zone. A 70-yard touchdown for the Triad Knights.
Wow, completely blown coverage by Collinsville. I don't know who our safety is on this side, but Darren Pinnell was hung out to dry as a solo cover man against 2 deep receivers. So Coach Mack's going to have to get this defense and figure out what happened there.
Sure are, man.
I think Isaiah Gordon got sucked up going after the quarterback, and it left Darren hung out to dry.
That's a real shame we couldn't turn that onside kick into points, because we have a possibility of this game being tied up here. And here is the extra point try by the Triad Knights. And I believe that's Qualls out there that kicks the extra points. It is. And that one is good. So we are tied, and we have a timeout coming your way. Back with Collinsville's next possession right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Glenn Woodcock on the camera. Andy Sullins is keeping the stats for us tonight. 7:02 left to play here in this first quarter, and Triad on a 70-yard touchdown catch has tied things up at 7 apiece.
Donnie Becker kicking off for the night.
Donnie Becker kicking off for Triad, and back deep for Collinsville, Ryan McIntyre and Amari Rogers Parrott. Amari, 267 yards on kickoff returns this year. He's on the far side. Ryan McIntyre over on the near side. High, very shallow kick. It's going to be taken by Gordon. Nope, he drops it, and Triad looks like they have it.
Oh, boy. Costly mistake by Collinsville's Isaiah Gordon. Tries to run before catching the ball, so that's going to be a turnover. And Triad will take over on Collinsville's 27-yard line, it looks like. Well, we talked about turnovers going into this game, right?
Yep, each team has one now.
Each team has one, and it's been costly so far, but we'll see if Collinsville's defense can make a stand here. Still 7 minutes left in the first quarter. I mean, the clock is not running at all right now.
I have a feeling this is going to be a long game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Ackerman comes back in. Ackerman, by the way, those 1,535 yards, most for a Triad quarterback since 2005, because they just didn't pass the ball much under Basler. 2 men in motion again. They'll go over onto the far side. 3 wide receivers set on the left. As Ackerman goes back to pass, he throws, and his receiver didn't even turn around, and the ball was already on the ground.
That was miscommunication. He threw a square out pattern to the receiver, and the receiver ran a kind of a go hook.
That is Tashawn Cockerell. He is the leading receiver for Triad. 30 catches coming into this contest for 640 yards and 4 touchdowns. He averages 21 yards per catch.
Yeah, he's a big target. He's got some speed, and he's one-on-one out there versus senior Isaiah Gordon.
Cockerell lines up over here on this near side. Got another slot receiver, and then one close to the line. And now we're going to have
need a new football.
Need a new football. They have warmers here for the footballs? Is that what they're trying to do? Get it out of the cooler?
I think on that turnover, they traded balls and weren't supposed to.
Oh, I got you. Second down and 10 now for Triad. Ball on the 28-yard line of Collinsville. Kahok's defense put to the test right off the bat after Collinsville scored and Triad scored. A fumble on the ensuing kickoff and a carry by Ian Dempsey, who has 87 yards on 8 carries coming into this game, is going to pick up maybe 2 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, big 3rd down play here for Collinsville. You know Triad's in 4-down territory, so if we can hold them here on 3rd and force a 4th and long, that would be ideal.
Cockerell again lines up over here on this near side. Slot receiver is Owen Droy. Here's the snap. Ackerman rolls out to his right, looking to pass as Collinsville's looking to chase. He bluffs the throw, and he is tackled at the 21-yard line. So it's going to be a pickup of about 6 on the play. They're going to spot it down actually at the 23-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 to go for a first.
Yeah, good pursuit by the linebackers, but Collinsville's Amari Berry got beat on the outside. He lost contain, and that's what allowed Ackerman to get those few extra yards there.
Cockerell lines up along with Landon Zawodniak over on the far side. Split backs on either side now of Ackerman. He's in shotgun, 4th down and 4 as Triad hands the ball off to Quinope. It's going to be a keeper. Now they're going to pitch it outside, and it's going to be
did not get it.
real close to a 1st down. I think they're maybe a half a yard short.
I think they're short, Todd.
Looks like they are about a half a yard short. Needed to get up to the 18-yard line, but they're not. They got to the 17 or the 19, and it is a turnover on down, so Collinsville will get the ball back. No harm on that dropped kickoff by Gordon.
Well, nice defensive stand by your Collinsville Kahawks with their backs against the wall. And now we'll see if Collinsville's offense, who's failed to get in a rhythm so far, can get something going here on the offensive side of the football.
5:31 left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-7 between Collinsville and Triad. 2 wide receivers line up over here on the near side, Gordon and Reynolds. Mario Rogers Parrott on the far side. Here is a fake handoff, and Pinnell's going to keep it himself, and he's got a little bit of room. He kind of does some nifty footwork there to get over the initial contact and gets all the way out for about 8 yards.
D9 dozer Devin Habermail drives my buddy Carter Vandiver about 20 yards back into the backfield and put a pretty good hit on him. Those guys are buddies. You know, Devin grew up playing with the Knights, so they used to call him the Beast back in the day.
A gain of 9 on the play, they call it. So 2nd down and 1 now for Collinsville. Clock continues to run. We're under 5 minutes to go. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. And Ryan McIntyre, your lone running back, stands over the right shoulder of Darren Pinnell. Pinnell in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going back to pass. Now he's going to take off running with it because he's got enough room, and he will get enough for the 1st down. He'll be brought down at the 30. That's 1 more yard than he needed, so Collinsville will move the chains.
Yeah, you know, Triad's defensive line is actually getting some pressure and penetration, not giving Darren a lot of time in the pocket, so we're going to have to throw some shorter routes, or we're just going to have to move Darren out of the pocket and throw on the run.
Clock continues to move after the running play, 4:25 and counting. Fresh set of downs for Collinsville, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Pinnell in shotgun once again, this time McIntyre over the left-hand shoulder. Pinnell back to pass, steps up in the pocket again, gets out of 1 tackle. He's going to keep on running, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, pocket collapses again, so Darren's got to get on the run. And, you like getting 5-6 yards a play, but you can't have Pinnell carry the ball every down or else he'll never last.
Yeah.
Right? He's playing on both sides of the ball. So Collinsville's going to have to find a way to spread the wealth so we don't exhaust Mr. Pinnell here too early.
Zay Norton now the running back over the right-hand shoulder of Pinnell. 3 wide receivers far, 1 near, and the handoff is going to go to Norton. He bullies his way across the line of scrimmage and gets up near midfield, and he is still on his feet and finally gets taken down at the 50, and we're going to have a face mask call.
Yeah.
That's going to go against somebody. I'm hoping it's not the guys in purple and white.
Well, Collinsville, I don't think so, because it took about 8 guys to get Zay down. And personal foul.
Yep, personal foul face mask. So
that hurt.
Tack on 15 yards after the play was down at the 50. So Collinsville is going to have the ball at the Triad 35-yard line. Well, they're going to plop it down at the 36.
And Collinsville's going to go with the hurry-up offense here, Todd.
Yeah, they are. Going to try and catch these guys off guard a little bit. Zay Norton remains the lone running back. Isaiah Gordon over here on the near side. 3 more receivers on the right side. Here's the snap. Norton, the artist,
Still on his
formerly
feet.
known as Isaiah, he has not gotten a lot of carries here recently. It's been mostly Ryan McIntyre, but they bring in Zay. Use that little power. He's a little bit heftier than McIntyre is.
Well, and you see, that Pinnell's able to get some yardage, so why not give it to the big boy Norton and just let him chew up some yards, man? We'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of whack all night.
Yeah, gain of 4 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Kahawks. Norton this time over the left-hand shoulder, but Pinnell's going to keep it himself, and he's going to try the left side of that line, and he'll get taken down and around the 26-yard line, which is where he needed to be for a 1st down.
He got close.
Going to be, looks like a half a yard short.
So Collinsville with a 3rd and a short one. Look for Norton to bulldoze this ball into a 1st down, hopefully.
Well, Triad's thinking the same thing, so why not mix it up and pass?
Well,
Here
here
we go. And Pinnell is going to do just that. He'll throw it into the back of the end zone, and he's got, that was almost caught by Amari Rogers-Parrott, but just got knocked out of his grasp at the last moment.
Yeah, it was great coverage. Who was that? Number 10 for Triad, Isaac Ackerman. There you go. That kid must be an athlete because he had excellent coverage. A great ball by Pinnell.
Oh, yeah.
And Ackerman got his hands in there last minute. Nice play by the Triad safety.
Yeah, Ackerman doing the same things that Pinnell does. Quarterback on offense and in the secondary on defense. So 4th down and 1 for Collinsville. That almost worked. I told you. Just had to catch it. Here's Pinnell running up the sideline. Gets past another tackler. He is down inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Kahawks.
DP5, senior Darren Pinnell, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, juking and spinning, and he gets his Kahawks down. Now seriously threatening Triad on the 5-yard line with the 1st down.
22-yard run there by Darren Pinnell. It'll bring up a 1st and goal for Collinsville from their opponent's 5-yard line. McIntyre lines up as a wide receiver in the slot. Norton remains in there at running back. High snap, pulled down. Darren dropped the ball and dove right on top of it.
Yeah, I think because of the high snap, Norton beat him to the ball, right? And so he was already by Darren. Darren still tried to force it into him. Boy, we dodged a bullet there,
Sure
buddy.
did. And a loss of 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 7 now instead of the 5. And the Kahawks break huddle. Rogers-Parrott lines up as a wideout on the far side. Gordon over here on the near side with Chase Reynolds in the slot. This time McIntyre lines up as the running back. Here's the snap, and Pinnell's going to keep it again, and he goes right through the middle of the interior line and gets back up to about the 5-yard line, maybe the 6, so a small gain on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal for the Kahawks.
Big play by 17 senior Owen Droy. Owen goes 6'3", 225, fills the hole, and tells Mr. Pinnell that you're not going anywhere, sir.
Not this particular down.
Nice play by Droy. So Collinsville will get 2 more, well, probably 1 more chance at the end zone, then we'll probably kick a field goal, right?
I would think so. Let's hope that Nick Shantz stays on the bench and we can get one into the end zone here. Same formation, Reynolds in the slot, Gordon on the near side, Rogers-Parrott on the other side. Man comes into motion now, that's Reynolds. Here's the snap, and Pinnell's going to go back to pass, throws it in the end zone, and picked off. Bounced off of the chest of Amari Rogers-Parrott, and a interception by Triad's Dane Henderson.
Well, dropped passes is the name of the game for Collinsville's offensive struggles tonight. Tacked 2 turnovers on top of it, and to be honest with you, to still be tied 7-7 is sort of a gift at this point.
Yeah, Collinsville was probably at least going to get 3 out of that drive, but not anymore.
Yeah, no, turnovers are costly, drop passes are costly. Now, against Cahokia, we dropped a lot of passes in the first quarter, and then we cleaned it up. Once we started catching the ball is when we kind of exploded, so hopefully you'll see the same tonight.
Do you tell Darren at this point not to throw it so hard?
Tough to do.
I know.
I'd tell the receivers, catch the ball.
There is Ackerman in shotgun once again. He has 2 split backs, and he's getting pressured by rolling arms. Now Barry is in on the run, and he has got to throw that ball away, and he does so. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Ackerman evaded arms, but Collinsville's number 4, Amari Barry, offered nice pursuit and forced Ackerman to throw that ball away.
Amari Barry, our featured Kahawk on the Facebook page, week number 9, Kahawk throwback. We had a picture of him when he was just a little tyke when he was playing in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Fort Scott, Kansas.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10. Ackerman in shotgun once again. Couple more guys shift over from one side to the next. Triad has a lot of movement on their line before they get ready to snap the ball. And a quick throw over to the flat, and Chase Reynolds couldn't chase down the receiver, and he got enough for a first down, I do believe, before they finally pushed him out of bounds.
I see what you did there, Todd.
Uh-huh.
No, nice quick out to the speedy Triad receiver.
I believe that was Landon Zawodniak who caught that ball.
Landon has always had speed.
That's Cockerell, actually.
That's Cockerell?
Yeah. So a fresh set of downs, and we have 45 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. 7-7 between Collinsville and Triad. Cockerell goes into motion, and that was just a little misdirection play there. And Ackerman, he gets hammered at the 35-yard line, and the head referee throws a flag from the backfield. It's going to be a holding call against Triad. That'll back him up.
Yeah, and, Darren Pinnell came in like a rocket and made the hit on the quarterback, and that scares me every time. I told him in the office, I said, your job is to wrap up, not destroy people, right? Because
you're supposed to wrap them up, not run through them.
Well, he did that in the Althoff game, and he wasn't the same after one of those big hits. So it's hard to tell a guy to slow down on a football field, right?
Yeah, sure is. All right, clock starts back up again. We are approaching 30 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. 7-7, Triad and Collinsville. And a first down and 20 now for Triad. More moving up on the front line. One lone running back. And more movement by the Triad Knights.
Yeah, a lot of deception out of Triad. It's hard for me to even tell where the ball is.
I know. Ackerman, he's on the run. Rolls all the way out toward the sideline. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Throws it straight down to the ground before he finally ran out of room. Once again, Amari Berry doing the chasing.
Yeah, credit Berry. He lost contain on, the last possession. We mentioned it, and he is not allowing that at this point. And, not allowing Ackerman to the outside has resulted in a lot tougher time finding receivers for Troy.
9.5 seconds remain on the clock here in the first quarter, so quite possibly the last play of the quarter. 7-7. Ackerman in shotgun once again. And he takes the snap and keeps it himself, goes right up the middle. He's got some room, and then he finally gets brought down by Devin Habermill as he crossed the 25-yard line, so almost back up to the original line of scrimmage. But that's going to do it for quarter number one. We will take a break. Quarter number two, that'll be coming your way after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Glenn Woodcock on the camera. Andy Sellens with the stats for us tonight. 1 quarter of play in the books. 7-7 our score. A fresh 12 minutes put up on the clock. Triad facing a 3rd down and 13 from their own 28-yard line. This is a big 3rd down play for Collinsville's defense right now. Ackerman in shotgun. Split backs behind him. Here is Ackerman going back to pass. He is getting flushed out of the pocket. He rolls out to his right to get out of some trouble. Being chased from behind. He'll throw that one almost.
You got to be kidding me.
He put that one up. That was a prayer of a throw, and it was completed to Ian Dempsey, and Dempsey went out of bounds right after he got to where he needed to get for the first down. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well,
great play.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, great play by Ackerman. You got to credit him, but again, Collinsville lets Ackerman break contain, and when you do that, you know, he's got time to make things happen down the field. It's got to be a focus for Collinsville.
Remind you of somebody that wears number 5 for the Kahawks?
It does.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they are almost mirror images of each other out there on the field. Fresh set of downs for Triad. Here's a handoff to Qualls, and Qualls will barrel his way forward. He's got a first down, got out of a tackle, and then gets taken out right at the end of his bench over there. And Collinsville's defense really being put to the test after a couple of games where they've only allowed 6 points in 8 quarters.
Well, you know Triad's going to come out and play hard-nosed football. There's no doubt about it, and they're doing just that.
We're only inside the first minute here of quarter number 2. Triad on the run with another fresh set of downs. Another pitch. This one goes to Qualls again, and Qualls has a little bit more room and barrels forward for about 5 yards, so it'll bring up a second down and 5.
Yeah, a lot of action here early in a football game. You know, a lot of physical reps going on, a lot of big plays. It just seems like high-energy atmosphere for so early in the game. Not a lot of rhythm, kind of herky-jerky style of play here.
Second down and 5 for Triad. Ball on Collinsville's 30-yard line. Split backs once again on either side of Ackerman. The one on the left side is Dempsey. Qualls on the right side. More movement up front. And Landon Zawodniak is the lone wide receiver on the far side. It's going to be a handoff to Dempsey. Dempsey is going to have himself a first down and more, as he'll get pushed out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. Triad is on the move.
Yeah, Triad Knights are having their way with Collinsville's defense here on this series. And we'll see what the guys upstairs on the roof are seeing down there and see if what adjustments Collinsville can make, because they're going to have to make some somewhere.
Yeah, they're going to have to make in-game adjustments because we still have 10-17 to get to the halftime adjustments, and you don't want it to get that far. One lone running back, and that's Quails. A snap that was on the ground. They had the ball off to Qualls, and he'll get up the middle once again and get close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Yeah, but there's just no Triad's just winning the battle in the trenches right now, right? Their offensive line is handling our defensive line, and as a result, it's tougher for us to blitz. So they're getting into our second level pretty much every play here.
2 wide receivers over on the far side. Split backs once again. This time Qualls and Dempsey switch spots. Ackerman remains in shotgun.
Collinsville's defensive line needs to get some penetration.
And now we're going to have a timeout called. It's going to be a timeout that's going to be called by Collinsville, so we will step aside for just a little bit as well, and we'll be back after a break here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Back here again at Kahawk Stadium. Collinsville calls their first timeout, and it kind of makes me wonder if the guys upstairs saw something and radioed down to head coach Colton Rhodes and said something to him. And Colton Rhodes, he kind of sprinted up that near sideline here and called that timeout quickly.
I think that's probably exactly what happened.
So second down and about 4 to go here as Qualls gets the ball again. He'll try the right side, and he will get close to the first down. There was a flag on the play all the way over on the far sideline. Looks like it's going to be another holding call against Triad.
Should be from where the flag came out.
And that's exactly what they call. Holding against Triad, that'll back them up.
Well, that's at least one positive thing for Collinsville's defense here. It's been a rough series for Collinsville's defense, and maybe that'll be just the thing. You know, if we can maybe gamble on a blitz, get something in the backfield, force a long third down, and maybe get another turnover on downs.
Luis Johannes checks in from the sidelines and comes into the game for Triad. 2 wide receivers over here on the near side. Cockerell over on the far side. They got wide receivers everywhere. Empty backfield. And now Dempsey comes back in. And he'll throw it to Dempsey. And he'll get smacked right off the bat by Darius Williams. Knocked him right back to where he came from.
Yeah, Dempsey's going to think twice about, it's tough to – it's not like he's going to be scared to catch the ball. But when you get hit like that, it plants a seed in your brain.
Sure does.
You know, so he'll be just a little more timid from here on out.
Williams plastered him right at the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd down and 13 now for Triad. And this time they'll put Qualls in at running back. Tight formation here for Triad this go-around. Now they'll move some pieces around. And from the shotgun, a turn and throw. They found Cockerell, but Cockerell had the ball knocked out by Tanguay, and I think Collinsville might have got it.
I didn't see that, but I know there was a big hit.
Well, I don't think the ball came out then.
No, just
something
a big
came
hit.
out.
It was a screen pass, but our linebackers stayed home, so credit them for having that discipline. And, yeah, Tanguay laid some wood there on the receiver on Cockerell, and this is just exactly what we were talking about. This sets up a 4th and 15, and huge play. So this is where, you know, if you're Trad and you have that hidden trick play, you know, this is probably where you use it.
That timeout was very beneficial for Collinsville, and now Triad will call a timeout as well. So we will take a timeout right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
7:49 left to go here in this first half. Each team has now used a timeout, and it's 4th down and 13 for Triad. They throw the ball into the end zone, and at the goal line, it is caught, and it'll be 1st down and goal as the catch was made, I believe, by Cockerell.
It was by Cockerell.
Yeah.
He had one-on-one coverage against Jalik Nelson, and Jalik stayed behind the receiver, and he just kind of boxed him out and got the ball.
Touchdown, Triad. 1-yard run by Quails, and Triad has their first lead of this contest.
Yeah, Colin Qualls, the senior, barrels his way into the end zone for Triad, and it looks like he will make the point after try here for Triad.
Yep, Qualls is the punter and the extra point guy, as he will try to tack on that extra point to put his team up 14-7, and that is exactly what he does. So a 14-7 lead by the Triad Knights with 7:28 left to play here in this first half. We will take a break and come back for the ensuing kickoff to Collinsville right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Collinsville trailed last week at the very beginning of the second quarter, 6-0 to Cahokia, but came back and scored 4 touchdowns in less than 5 minutes to take over that game. But right now, Collinsville on the wrong side of a 14-7 score as the Cahoks in the ball back here after a kickoff.
Well, outside of that pick six, really nothing going right for Collinsville, right? They're not catching the football. They've had some penalties, poor coverage in the secondary.
This is a real short kick. Just hold on to it. Nelson takes it at the 35-yard line and goes right down there.
Yeah,
didn't get very far.
No, that was a big hit by the Donnie, number 43.
That's the guy who kicked the
Sure
ball
was.
off.
Yeah, that's Donnie Becker. Another one of the guys that these boys, a lot of them play baseball together, so we spend all summer with Mr. Donnie. He's a hard-nosed young man, I'll tell you what.
7:24 left to play here in quarter number 2. Collinsville needs to get their offense on track. They'll see if they can do that here on this possession. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far. And McIntyre, the lone running back, a throw on the sideline, and Chase Reynolds gets it, puts on a spin move, and gets it across the 45 to the 46. A late flag comes in right at the end of that tackle.
Yeah, I don't know that could be on us, I don't think.
Looks like another face mask. Yep. That's going to go against Triad, so tack on some more yardage at the end of that run. That'll give Collinsville a first down. It was going to be close to a first down anyway.
Becker wants to know who's guilty of the face mask. He returns back to his backfield. Collinsville, at any rate, shifts the ball to Triad side of the field, and here we go with a first down.
Split backs on either side of Pinnell. 1 wide receiver on either side. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to go to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds barrels across the line of scrimmage and picks up about 7 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, nice deception. That Collinsville gave Triad a dose of their own medicine there. Pinnell faked like we were going to run wide, and we ran Reynolds right up the middle for a nice positive yardage gain on first down.
Collinsville has done okay moving the ball, but the dropped passes afterwards.
The drop passes and the big plays have hurt us.
Gordon and Reynolds line up as wide receivers on the far side. Reynolds in the slot. Amari Rogers parrot over here on this side. Here's the snap, and the throw is going to go to Amari, but Darren threw that one just a little bit too low, and it skipped off the ground right before it got to Rogers Parrott.
Darren got a little sped up. He just didn't get his feet set. Sometimes when you don't have your feet set and your lower torso is not closed, then that ball will just die on you, and that's exactly what happened.
Excuse me. 3rd down and 4 now for Collinsville. Gordon, he's the lone wide receiver on the far side. Now Chase Reynolds will come over from this side and join him. So basically the same formation. McIntyre, the running back, over Pinnell's left-hand shoulder. And Pinnell throws to Chase Reynolds. Same play, different sides of the field. Reynolds tries to cut it up, and he's going to get cut short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. Should have just kept running north, man.
Yeah, he kind of stopped and tried to figure out a hole, and, he should have just tried to get to the sideline and get up the sideline. But not mad about the way Chase Reynolds is playing football right now.
Oh, no, not at all. 6 minutes left to play here in quarter number 2. Collinsville is looking at a 4th down and 2. Need to get it up to the 39-yard line. Right now the ball sits on the 41.
Well, this is probably the biggest play of the game here.
So far, yeah. Reynolds comes into motion. Handoff is going to go up the middle, and that's a first down by McIntyre.
Woo, that is huge.
Sure is.
I mean, because our defense has been on the field too much. We need points. All things added up there. We had to have that first down, so credit our offensive linemen for getting that done.
5:40 left to play here in this second quarter. Clock continues to run. Collinsville trails Triad 14-7. Each team traded touchdowns in the first quarter. Triad has the only score here in quarter number 2 thus far. Collinsville is on the move. There is Pinnell in shotgun. This time McIntyre over his right shoulder. As Pinnell goes back to pass. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to run, and he gets around a guy who fell down, and then a tipped pass by the same guy.
Mr. Donnie Becker given pursuit, and Darren tried to sneak a ball into number 14, Mr. Amari Rogers Parrott, and Donnie Becker got his hands up and broke up that play. So Mr. Becker playing some pretty good football at this point. That'll set up a 2nd and 10 for your Collinsville Kahawks with 5:15 left. They're currently down 7-14 to the Triad Knights, but we do have the ball on their side of the field, so we'll see if Collinsville can get some much-needed points up on the scoreboard.
2nd down and 10 for the Kahawks. Pinnell takes the snap, almost dropped it, throws the ball, and that's picked off. Man. Threw it too high.
Turnovers, Todd. We
threw
talked
it too high.
About turnovers.
Chase Reynolds reached up that right hand, but he couldn't even barely get a finger on it, and it came down right into the body of a guy who was already laying on the ground.
Well, we talked about penetration, right? Collinsville has no pocket for Pinnell right now, right? It's collapsing every single time, and then when you start trying to force footballs, that's the risk you take. So just after a huge first down, we turned the ball over, And, boy, now is when you've got to have your defense make a stand.
5:11 left to play here in this second quarter. Triad trying to see if they can capitalize off yet another Collinsville turnover, and that can't get the crowd into it with all these turnovers, man.
They're going to go, well.
There is Ackerman. Ackerman's on the run, and he's got some room. Now he's got to beat Pinnell. He cuts it over toward the sideline, bounces off of his own guy, and that is the reason that Collinsville was able to converge bodies on the Triad quarterback, because he hit his own guy, and that caused him to stop running, or else he would have been gone.
Yeah, nice play by Ackerman. You know, he's quick, he's deceptive, and he just got a big chunk of yardage for his Triad Knights.
Into Kahok territory at the 45-yard line of Collinsville. Cockerell is the only wide receiver. He lines up far. Now he's going to come back over here and get in nice and tight in this formation. Qualls is the lone running back. Ackerman takes the snap, hands the ball off, and Qualls is on the run again. And finally, Darren Pinnell grabs him by the ankles and brings him down, but not after he gained about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, nice deception again by Triad. Good open field tackling, though, out of Mr. Pinnell to save what would have eventually been a touchdown if Qualls had gotten by Pinnell. So nice tackle by Mr. Darren. That's going to set up 2nd and 2 for Triad here on Collinsville's 37.
37-yard line is where the ball is. 2 wide receivers, Dempsey and Cockerell over here on the near side. Dempsey will now go over and head to the far side. And coming along with him is Zawodniak. They'll switch places.
Look for Tashawn Cockerell in single coverage.
There is Qualls again. He'll get taken down by Roland Arms after he picked up maybe a yard on the play, maybe. Just got back to the line of scrimmage, so.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to move the stick.
No. 3rd down and 2. 3:36 left to play here in this first half. Woods Basement System halftime show comes up for you. At the end of this second quarter, we'll be talking things over with senior Lady Kahok tennis player Gracie Smith at halftime. Plus, we'll get the scores that we can find for you and all the stats that we have up here so far as well. That'll be coming up here in 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the game clock. Here's a snap. Handoff is going to go to Cockerell. Cockerell gets picked up by Chase Reynolds. He picked him up, and I think he picked him up and threw him across the line where he needed to get the first down.
Yeah, we just tackled him the wrong direction, Todd, right? He was hitting the backfield, but it's a pretty large gentleman to be bringing down. Let's see, Cockerell goes 6'3", 190, so he's a big, strong kid.
Yeah.
At any rate, that's going to give Triad a first down on Collinsville's 31-yard line.
Split backs on either side of the shoulders of Ackerman. Man into motion settles down in the slot. Fresh set of downs for Triad, and a handoff goes to Qualls, and he gets taken down from behind the line of scrimmage by Zay Norton.
Huge play by the artist formerly known as Isaiah. Mr. Zay Norton, number 33, the big senior inside linebacker here at Collinsville, and he causes a loss of about 1.5 yards on that play.
I saw a post from his family on Facebook that actually mentioned that. Said, congratulations on your last game, Zay, and in parentheses it said, artist formerly known as Isaiah. I'm like, I'm glad that caught on.
Habermail's nickname caught on, too. They had a bulldozer on his deal. Yeah, that's great. We have a lot of fun, don't we?
He's in the program with that as well. Here's a snap. Ackerman again hands it off to Qualls, and he'll go up the middle and get taken down at about the 30. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8 to go for a first down now for Triad. We're under 2 minutes to go here in this first half.
Collinsville's defense has been doing a pretty good job of forcing 3rd and long, 4th and long, but then we're giving up the big plays, right?
Yep.
So we'll see what Triad has in store.
Nothing bigger than a 70-yard touchdown pass, that's for sure. 3rd down and about 8 to go for Triad. Ball resting on Collinsville's 29-yard line.
Look at this formation.
Yeah, that's a strange formation. They got 5 guys over here on this near side line of scrimmage. And Triad taking their sweet time running the play. They got 4
I don't
linemen.
know that this is smart for them because they might, if they don't, I don't know.
I don't know either.
If they get a first down, they're going to want the time.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. They were trying to confuse Collinsville to see if they'd jump off sides, and Collinsville did not. So a timeout is called. Triad uses 1 more, so they have 1 more left, and we'll go ahead and keep it right here for this one. We have 1:07 left to play here in this second quarter. 14-7 in favor of Triad. Ball on Collinsville's 29-yard line, and the Triad Knights looking at a 3rd and long. I have really no idea what that was all about, unless they were just trying to draw them offside during the confusion.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, to be honest with you, or if they were just really looking to run time off the clock.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
We thank you all for tuning in. We got some folks watching in Las Vegas, I know, and they sent us a pretty picture of a pumpkin.
A Las Vegas pumpkin?
Las Vegas pumpkin named Vegas. I tried to respond and say that's great, and it wouldn't let me respond. It kept on saying failed message sent. So
thanks
that's
for
kind of
tuning
weird
in out there.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. This never happened to me before on the Facebook page. So we're going to go with the same formation. Wow.
You think they're going to throw the ball over here to number 4, Mr. Dempsey?
Yeah, most of these guys are your interior linemen. They got a partial line in the middle, a partial line over here, and Ackerman's going to throw all the way into the corner of the end zone. And I tell you what, man, Isaiah Gordon, he turned around, saw the ball in the air, and didn't come back for it.
He didn't put his hands up. No, he didn't. I don't think he ever found the ball. He turned the wrong way, actually.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ever saw that football because he turned his head to the left. You got to turn to the right to find the football, because the ball is going to be thrown to the outside shoulder, which is exactly where Ackerman threw it. And Mr. Cockrell is having his way with the Collinsville cornerbacks right now.
Sure is. Touchdown for Triad, and now Qualls is on to try the extra point. And the Triad Knights look to go up by 2 touchdowns, but that's partially blocked, so they will not get the extra point. We will take a timeout as Collinsville will get the ball back with exactly 1 minute to play here in this first half, and we'll be back to tell you about it on the Kahok Sports Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from other coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
Well, the Triad Knights failed on the extra point. We will see if that may come back to haunt them later. We hope so. But in order for that to hurt them, Collinsville's going to have to come back and get some offense going on here. 1 minute to go. Collinsville will get the ball back. And once again, the kickoff coming from Donnie Becker. Collinsville has McIntyre and Rogers Parrott deep. And so far, they have not touched the ball because that's exactly what happens. This time, Nelson holds on to the ball, and he'll get up to the 40-yard line before he's finally brought down. So Collinsville, they have 57.7 seconds to move the ball 60 yards. Kahawks do have 2 timeouts left to see if they can at least get a touchdown closer before halftime.
Well, here's the, ideally, right, we score here. Run the clock, time off the clock. We go in, we regroup, we adjust, we come out, we get the ball back, right?
Yep, sure
we
do.
Score again. Now you got a tie ball game, and off we go.
Yep.
I'm going to try to speak that into
I
existence.
like the script that you are presenting, sir.
Let's do it.
Yep. Got to get something going here offensively, though. Collinsville, like I said, they've moved the ball, but then the turnovers.
Yeah, really drop passes
Yep.
and defensive back plays hurt Collinsville here in the first half, and a couple turnovers,
Yep.
like you said.
Darren Pinnell in shotgun. He is going to hand the ball off to Ryan McIntyre. Looked like almost a flub handoff. McIntyre keeps the legs moving, gets a first down, and he'll step out of bounds in front of the Triad bench. That'll stop the clock with 50.8 seconds left to play here in the second.
Well, that's a pretty good start, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. A little bit of a bobble handoff there, but McIntyre made good on it, and he kind of weaved his way up the field, but made sure he got to the sideline. Very heads-up play by the senior McIntyre.
So fresh set of downs for Collinsville. Ball on Triad's 47-yard line. 3 wide receivers on the right side, 1 over there on the far side, and an empty backfield. Pinnell back there all by himself. And Pinnell takes the snap. Rolls out a little bit to his right. Now he's got some room to run, so he's going to take off running, and he's going to try to get around one, and he'll have enough for a first down, but now Collinsville is going to have to call a timeout.
Yes, sir.
Now the ball carrier, tackled by Owen Leitner.
Well, they have to move the chain, so that'll stop the clock until they get the chain set back down.
First down, Kahok.
And now they
they're
start
winding
the
the
clock up.
clock before they got the chain set.
Yeah, they sure do. Collinsville had that hurry-up offense going, though. Here's Pinnell, quick snap. Pinnell throws, near side, got Maury Rogers-Parrott down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, Kahawks.
That is a huge play by your Kahawk offense. Beautiful ball by Pinnell, and credit the offensive line. They finally gave him time to throw the football. Parrott had a step, and Collinsville's knocking on the door.
Clock continues to run. 20 seconds left. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Here's a snap. Handoff goes to McIntyre, and McIntyre is...
No call yet.
No, he didn't make it. You got to stop the clock then. Man, I thought for sure he was in.
He was in to me.
Sure did.
He thinks he was in.
He gets up doing the whole hands up in the air going, I thought I was in.
Wow.
11.7 seconds left.
I know when he got up off the turf he was in.
Yeah.
But at any rate, it doesn't matter now.
No.
It's going to be 2nd and 1. Collinsville does have 2 timeouts left, right?
They just used one.
Okay, so we'll have one more timeout. So we could technically get off 2 more plays.
Good.
Hopefully we just need one, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's for my script.
There you go.
It's working out so far.
All right. I like your script. Should pitch that to Hollywood, man. 11.7 seconds left to play here in this first half. Collinsville knocking on the door, trying to get that touchdown back.
Man, this is where I bring in Isaiah Norton, I think. Or you probably see Darren keep the ball going to the corner, I bet.
Pinnell remains in shotgun. He's got McIntyre as a lone running back. Gordon over there by himself. It's going to be Ryan McIntyre, and he's in for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Senior number 2, Ryan McIntyre. After a long bomb from Pinnell to Rogers-Parrott, McIntyre hits pay dirt. That brings Collinsville to within 7 points. We'll see if senior Nick Shantz can make good on a point after try. And this is where that missed field or that point after by Qualls could play a part in this football game.
Yep. Nick Shantz trying not to repeat what Qualls did, as Pinnell is the holder. And Ryan Davidson is the long snapper. Here's the snap. Ball placed down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Collinsville does indeed come back and erase one of those touchdowns, so 20-14. And Collinsville only trails by 6. We're going to keep it here. There's only 7.5 seconds left before halftime, so we'll just talk about it for a while.
We're right on script, Todd.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we want. You should see a nice little squib kick here to try to run time off the clock to ineffectively eliminate the possession for Triad. We go in, we make adjustments, and we get the ball in the second half. I like it.
I do too. Your script has been approved by the bigwigs at Paramount.
Yes, sir.
7.5 seconds left to play here in this first half.
Yeah, while we're speaking, I want to thank Dave Qualls and Trevor Yates from over at Truck Centers of America. They came over. You know, a lot of the Collinsville Triad parents know each other,
Yeah.
and they brought food and a tailgate and TVs, and it was just good fellowship time for our parents from both sides of on the ball here, and good friendly competition.
I would imagine LC's is going to be packed after this.
Ooh. I would venture to say that you're not wrong.
I'll join them after I get finished. Here's the kickoff by Reynolds, and he does a little squibber kick, and it's picked up at the 30-yard line, and Triad is going to run with it and finally get taken down with no time left on the clock, and flag comes in late.
That's going to be on number 88 to Sean Cockerell. He was pushing and shoving on one of our guys. They'll probably enforce that on the kickoff in the second half.
Well, we will have to find out what indeed they do in the second half as we await the call here. And it is going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct against Collinsville?
No. I think he pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know. Referees want to talk about it for a little bit, but the players are all heading to the locker room. And they wouldn't make them redo this kick, would they? Well, now the players are coming back. Okay, so it was against Triad. Was that what the?
I think so.
Yeah. Colton Rhodes came out and talked to the referees, and now Coach Potash coming out to talk to the referees as well. And
so they're going to re-kick this?
Are they really going to do that? They are.
No, they're moving the football. Does he have the football in his hands?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
So
they're going to say that it was down before the clock ran out, and they're going to give him a play coming the other way. I don't like this.
Neither do I. So how much time goes back on the clock do we know?
There isn't any.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Triad.
So that gives them another possession?
I don't have any idea, man. I'm as confused as you are.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So they're going to get, basically they're going to get one free play.
Yeah, right. Get a penalty, get a free play. But maybe that's the way the rule works. I don't know. I'm not a football official.
Well,
they're just going to take a knee
looks
anyway.
like Triad's just going to take a knee, and that will
go.
exactly do it. All right. Now we can go ahead and go to halftime. Our halftime show brought to you by Woods Basement Systems, all things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, working to help keep homes dry since 1986. Wood Basement Systems, give them a call at their Collinsville headquarters at 618-708-4055. 20-14 in favor of Triad. We'll come back with our interview with Collinsville tennis senior Gracie Smith. Plus, we'll have some scores to pass along to you as well as some stats. All that and more coming up on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show next on the Kahok Sports Network. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting Collinsville.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium and the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. We are at halftime. Collinsville trailing in this one by a score of 20-14 as we welcome in senior Lady Kahok tennis player Gracie Smith. How are you, my dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. So let's start off by learning a little bit about you. Tell me about you and your family.
I am a younger sibling of one sister. Her name is Gabby. She's 21 years old. She graduated here 4 years ago. My mom and dad, Catherine and Brian, they're actually here tonight. So, yeah, supporting the Kahawks. Yeah, I'm a Kahawk crazy for the school. I'm a board member for Key Club. And, yeah, I love Collinsville.
I know. I saw some of your senior pictures. Very nice job, by the way.
Oh,
Who took those?
Mr. Gurley, James Gurley.
James Gurley does a great job. He took my daughter's senior pictures as well. He did.
Oh, wow.
He does a great job.
An amazing job.
I just love the pictures. I was looking at some of those, and I love the one of you in the shopping cart. Tell me about that.
Oh, so when we're crazies, we have this crazy cart, you know, and we took it from Target. We spray painted it purple and white. We run down whenever they make a touchdown, and Gurley just thought it would be the perfect senior picture if I was in it. So.
Well, we won't tell the authorities about that Target shopping cart thing, okay? So you guys didn't hear that. All right, talk to me about Lady Kahok tennis. Why tennis? When did you get started in tennis?
I started tennis my sophomore year, and I just wanted a hobby. I stopped playing basketball freshman year, and I just wanted to pick up something else. And I really love it. It's super fun, especially when it's nice outside. You know, you got the breeze, and you get a nice tan from it. So it's definitely a way to keep you in shape. So.
All right, talk to me about your season. I understand you had 4 wins in singles and 3 wins in doubles. Which do you prefer, singles or doubles?
I prefer singles just because it's like solely based on me. You know, when you have a doubles partner, it's kind of hard because you got to communicate a lot. But it's super fun playing doubles. Because, you know, you just like playing with your friends, and all my friends are seniors, so it just makes the sport fun.
So did you have the same double partners all year, or were they mixed?
I didn't. I switched 3 different times. Our varsity team kind of was like flexible during the year because we had so many seniors. So I had Layla Hutchison, Heidi Duque, and Mimi Boyd.
Yeah, Layla's one of our broadcasting club students. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's a great girl.
She is.
All right, so tell me what is next for Gracie Smith. What are you doing after graduation? Do you know yet?
I'm thinking about going to Greenville University. I want to be a vet, so lots of schooling. But, yeah, I think I'm going to commit to Greenville University.
So that must mean you have pets.
I do.
Yeah? What do you have?
I have a dog and another dog.
A dog and another dog. Thought you were going to say something crazy like I have a pet lizard and I have a parakeet.
I'm scared of lizards. I can't do lizards.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. All right, so tell me about your senior year in high school. What is it that you were looking forward to the most?
Probably just these football games, you know, just everyone outside, just the crowd, everyone going crazy. I'm a loud person, so being out here with all the people that are also loud, that's where I like to be.
Well, that's good. I wish you nothing but the best in your future. Thank you very much for coming up and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it very much, and good luck down the line.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Gracie Smith, senior Lady Kahok tennis player, and we thank her for her visit with us here on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. We are going to take a small break, and we're going to come back and let you all watch the great Collinsville Kahok High School Marching Band, and we will do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of... Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium. It's senior night here for the band members, so that is taking a little bit of time to get through the long line of seniors that the Collinsville Kahok High School Marching Band has, so we have a little bit more time. I believe they set the clock at 20 minutes for halftime, so a little bit longer than what we normally have, so we'll go ahead and come back here and bring you first half stats. We will begin with Triad. Colin Quiles has carried the ball 8 times for 42 yards and a touchdown. Isaac Ackerman, the quarterback, has ran the ball four times for 39 yards. Jack Phelps, 1 carry for -3 yards. Ian Dempsey has 3 carries for 16 yards. And Cockerell has 1 carry for 6 yards. Through the air, Isaac Ackerman is 7 of 10 for 147 yards, a touchdown, and a interception, and the passes have all gone to, well, Tayson Cockerell has 4 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown, and Ian Dempsey has 3 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown. The penalty flags have flown quite freely here. Triad has been flagged 7 times for 70 yards. For Collinsville, Ryan McIntyre has ran the ball 5 times for 22 yards, including that 1-yard touchdown run just at the end of that second quarter. Darren Pinnell has ran the ball 9 times for 62 yards. Chase Reynolds has 2 carries for 10 yards. And Zay Norton has a couple of carries for 18 yards. Through the air, Darren Pinnell struggling a little bit. 5 of 11 for 68 yards, and he has thrown 2 interceptions. And as far as the receivers are concerned, Chase Reynolds has 2 catches for 12 yards, and Amari Rogers-Parrott has 3 catches for 56 yards, and Collinsville has been penalized twice for a total of 15 yards. Other scores to tell you about, well, you know that Cahokia scored 6 points on us last week, but they ended up losing that game. This week, they have 6 points on the board as well, but they are leading the O'Fallon Panthers right now. Both of those teams come in at 4-4. It's a 6-0 score in favor of Cahokia. Elsewhere, Mount Vernon is blanking Alton 28-0. Edwardsville, in a battle of teams that have both won 7 games. Edwardsville taking care of DeSmet right now, 22-7. Belleville West over Hickman right now, 17-14. Marion over Mattoon, 20-15. It's Belleville East blanking Granite City, 44-0. Westland taking care of Madison with a shutout, 35-0. Bree Central and Heron in a close battle there. Breeze, 21, and the Heron Tigers, 17. My grandson goes to school there, but he just wrapped up his freshman season last night, as a matter of fact, and his team unfortunately went 0-8 on the year. Another tight, low-scoring game between Freeburg and Waterloo. Right now, the Midgets have a 3-0 lead. Roxana blanking Marquette, 46-0, and it is Nashville over Shelbyville right now by a score of 32-6. Your Collinsville High School Marching Kahawks getting ready to take the field, and we're going to let you watch and listen to one of the best high school marching bands around the area as they got through with their senior night activities. Just wrapped up, and all the participants are now back out in their places, and we will let you listen to them as we step aside for a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The band will be performing their program Mirror, Mirror. Please welcome to the field your 2023 Marching Kahawks. Drum majors Sebastian Villa, Brian Brown, Annabella Phelps, and Miles Tonelato. You may take the field in performance. Let's hear it for the award-winning marching Kahok.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Collinsville Kahok Marching Band. They will be performing tomorrow at the Illinois State Marching Band Championships at ISU. Thank you, Zach Roseman, for giving us that information. All right, we will take a break here on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. We are just mere minutes away from second half kickoff in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
Once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium here at Collinsville High School. 20-14 in favor of the Triad Knights, as we are just about ready to get this second half kicked off. Collinsville will get the ball first to start quarter number 3. Collinsville got the first score of the game on a 10-yard interception, pick 6 by Darius Williams. Collinsville was up 7-0, but then Triad scored the next 3 touchdowns before Collinsville had an answer. 7-7 Triad on a 70-yard touchdown pass to Dempsey. And then a 1-yard run, or excuse me, that was Ian Dempsey with the 70-yard touchdown pass, and then a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Colin Qualls. Then Tayshawn Cockerell hauled in a 29-yard touchdown pass. And 3 touchdowns in a row by Triad, but the Knights did miss the extra point on that Cockerell touchdown. And that may prove to be big later on down the road as Collinsville got a 1-yard touchdown run themselves by Ryan McIntyre with just 7.5 seconds left in the first half to get us to our score now, which is 20-14. My name's Todd Duke. Chris McCluskey, Dr. Chris, is on the other microphone. He's down hamming it up with all the folks in the crowd here, and he'll be back up here in just a moment. Glenn Woodcock over on the camera, and Andy Sellens handling the stats for us here tonight as these two teams make their way back onto the field. Collinsville will send back Amari Rogers-Parrott and Ryan McIntyre as the deep men here on the kickoff return. And down that way. And KJ Thorpes-Watt, everybody's going to kind of move up now because so far Donnie Becker has not kicked the ball very far on his kickoffs. They've all been kind of landing around the 30, 35-yard line. And unfortunately for Collinsville, 3 turnovers already in the first half, 2 interceptions by Darren Pinnell, and then the dropped kickoff by Nelson, Jalik Nelson. That's Collinsville's 3 turnovers. The only turnover for Triad was the pick 6 by Darius Williams. So we'll see what Collinsville can do here. They can come down and drive and get a touchdown and connect on the extra point. Collinsville could take the lead here in this contest. 12 minutes put up on the clock. Once again, here's a kickoff. Actually, they're trying a new kickoff, gentlemen, and this one's going to go to Amari Rogers-Parrott at the 20. He's up to the 30, cuts over in front of his own bench and gets pushed out of bounds right around the 40-yard line, so not bad starting field position for apparently the very hungry Dr. Chris McCluskey.
Well, it's Friday, man. It's my cheat day. They told me I bought a hot dog, and then they said we have High Point cheeseburgers. I said, well, you didn't tell me that before I bought
I saw the
hot
High
dog.
Point sign out there in front of in the entrance gate. I was wondering what that was about.
That's all they needed to say. I ordered one of those. I'm sorry if I smell like cheeseburgers.
Well, I've been there twice. They have pretty good food.
They absolutely do.
All right, Collinsville, ball, 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. McIntyre remains the lone running back. Pinnell in shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. Quick pass to KJ Thorpes-Watt, who we did not hear from very much in that first half.
No, we didn't. I don't know that I saw him on the field in the first half, to be honest with you. And with the case of the dropsies, I mean, why not throw another receiver out there to see if he'll catch the football?
Gain of about 8 on that throw, so 2nd down and 2 coming up for Collinsville. We're just underway here in quarter number 3. Kahawks looking for a touchdown to tie or take the lead. They can do that with a touchdown and an extra point. High snap. Pinnell throws quickly again, this time to Amari Rogers-Parrott. He's got a little bit of room, got the first down, and he'll be brought down in Triad territory at the Knights' 42-yard line.
Yeah, Triad's defensive backs are giving a lot of cushion right now, so Pinnell's just throwing these little short passes and getting our receivers in space, and so far it's worked out well for Collinsville.
Kahawks moving the ball. Halftime adjustments have been made, so hopefully Collinsville's offense can start clicking here, as they have Isaiah Gordon on the far side, 3 wide receivers over here. You have Rogers-Parrott, Thorpes-Watt, and Chase Reynolds. McIntyre will now move from the left shoulder to the right shoulder of Darren Pinnell. Here's the snap, and Pinnell's going to keep it himself. Tries the right side. He's got a first down. He's got more than a first down. Stays on his feet, and he'll finally get brought down inside the 20-yard line to about the Triad 27.
Well, now Collinsville's offense is starting to chew up some yardage in a hurry, and they are pushing Triad's defense right back against their own goal line that they're defending here.
Just underway here in the third. 10:35 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville breaks huddle, same formation. 3 wide outs over here on the right, 1 on the left. And again, McIntyre remains the lone running back. Pinnell stands in shotgun, surveys things. He's ready to go. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to go to McIntyre. McIntyre off left tackle. He's got some room. He's got another first down. Collinsville keeps moving the chains.
Man, McIntyre came face-to-face with one of Triad's linebackers, and he just put a juke on him.
Sure did.
Backer just fell down on his front side, and McIntyre was off to the races until he was forced out of bounds.
Another fresh set of downs. Ball placed down on the Triad 19-yard line. Another quick throw. This one's to Reynolds, and he gets past one tackler, splits another pair, and gets all the way down to the 12-yard line. Nice pickup there by Chase Reynolds.
Man, I'm not sure who threw that block here on the outside. I think maybe it was KJ Thorpes-Watt. that was the block that sprung Reynolds, and that's good for about 7 yards, 6 yards it looks like. Collinsville will have 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down.
This time trips left, one wide receiver over here on the right side. And the backfield remains the same, Pennell and McIntyre. Here's the snap, and Pennell's going to keep it himself. He's in for the touchdown, Collinsville. That didn't take very long.
Yes, sir. That was the script we wrote up, Tom.
I'm telling you,
right?
you wrote it. You wrote it. I approved it.
Hey, there you go. Well, you approved it, and we made good on it. So here we have a tie ball game here early in the second half. Collinsville scores at the end of the first half. They score quickly by getting the ball back, and all of a sudden they have a chance to take a 1-point lead in this football game.
9:39 left to go here in the third as Nick Shantz is on for the extra point try to give Collinsville the lead if he's successful. Here's the snap, and the ball down, kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Collinsville goes back up by 1.
Just what the doctor ordered. Collinsville up by 1. We've got a brand new ball game here at Kahok Stadium, Tom.
That we do. We're going to take a timeout. Triad's going to get the ball back next, and we'll tell you all about it after a break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Welcome back to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. Lynn Woodcock on the camera. Andy Sellens, our statistician. All kinds of help up here in the booth. Here's a kickoff by Matt Reynolds. It's high, and it's going to be taken at the 11-yard line by Triad, and that is Qualls, and if he gets into open space, he is going to be a handful to bring down, and he finally gets ran out of bounds right at midfield in front of the Kahok bench.
Was that our kicker?
I think so.
Number 15,
Yeah.
Matt Reynolds. The kicker comes out and saves a touchdown, but Qualls puts Triad in excellent position here, getting the ball into, well, what, right at the
midfield.
50-yard line.
Yep, right on the 50-yard line is where they'll place that ball.
So Qualls cuts the field in half for Triad for their first possession here in the second half.
21-20 in favor of Collinsville. Now we'll see if the defense made some adjustments, because I'm telling you what, these Triad Knights are tough.
They are, and you know, the wide receiver, Cockrell, has really been a handful. So we'll see what Collinsville's done to try to slow him down.
Nice tight formation there. Cockerell is more in a tight end position. It's going to be a keeper by Ackerman, and Ackerman gets up to the line of scrimmage and then squeezes his way through a couple of would-be tacklers and picks up about 4 yards.
Well, you were right. He is a lot like Pennell, right? Looks like he stopped, and then he just kind of slices and dices and weaves his way to positive gain.
Second down and 7 to go after a pickup of 3 by Ackerman. This time Cockerell lines up as a traditional wide receiver set over on the far side. One more over here on the near side. Qualls is the lone running back. He'll move over to the left-hand shoulder of Ackerman, and he'll take the handoff. Nope, Ackerman's going to keep it, and now a flag's going to come in for a face mask call.
Yeah.
You saw Ackerman's head get twisted back, and none of the referees missed that. Hankies came flying in from everywhere.
Yeah, number 74, Cordale Kaufman for Collinsville, thought he could get his hand on the quarterback, and he ended up getting his hand on his face mask.
Yeah, he is the one that took the place of Thomas Kohler once Kohler went out with that knee injury. And that's going to tack on another 15 yards, so that'll be a first down for Triad, and now they'll have the ball on Collinsville's 33-yard line.
Yeah, costly penalty, because you're going to have, you know, Triad at 3rd and long there, and now all of a sudden it's first down with even better field position.
Yep, that was unfortunate. Cockerell lines up as the wide receiver on the far side, tight end over here on this side, split backs in the backfield. Now we're going to have some movement, and the tight end position will be switched, and that's too much movement. Illegal formation.
Call a false start. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, too many guys moving at once. I was wondering why they didn't call that earlier in the game.
I was wondering, too. It seemed like they had a lot going on. And that might have been something the Collinsville staff talked with the crew about at halftime.
Could be.
You know.
So Collinsville will get 5 of those yards back. It'll be first down and 15. Ball now on Collinsville's 38-yard line. And it still looks like, I was going to say, Triad has too many guys out there. 2 of them ran off the field. They had 13 guys out there. Ackerman in shotgun once again. He'll hand the ball off to Qualls, and Qualls will try the left side, make that the right side, and he'll get back up to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more.
Yeah, Collinsville's defensive line doing a much better job of standing up Triad's offensive line and just not allowing their running backs to get into our second level. That does 2 things. That slows down the back, but it also allows our linebacking core to go ahead and fill gaps. So a nice job on whatever adjustments were made by Collinsville's defense at the half.
Just under 8 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Collinsville drove the ball down the field in quick fashion to put up the points they needed to take the lead by 1. And Ackerman takes the snap. He is going to be in trouble, and he can't get out of it this time. Michael Tange in there with the sack.
There's the big junior, number 34, Michael Tange. He gets up and does his little celebration dance, and well-deserved. That's going to peg Triad back even deeper here. Put them down for a third and
15, 16?
I'm going to say 19.
19, yeah.
3rd and 19. So here, Collinsville's had Triad pegged like this before and gave up the big play.
I was going to say, no big play.
Right.
No big play.
Right. You got single coverage out here with Cockerell.
Split backs in the backfield. And Ackerman takes the snap, and he is going to go back to pass. He looks down the middle. He throws down the middle, and he threw it just a little bit too short. That might have been tipped right before it reached its destination.
Well, I tell you what, number 4, Amari Berry, had his hand all over Ackerman when he was trying to throw that ball. I think that disrupted it. And then Zay Norton just almost picked that ball off over the middle.
I believe that we are going to have our first punt of this game. Qualls is the punter. He's standing back at his own 45-yard line. And Collinsville sends Ryan McIntyre deep back to about his 12-yard line.
You think Qualls would try to kick the ball into the end zone if he can manage it. You got the speedy McIntyre back for the return. Last thing you want to do is give up a big return.
And it's a very short kick. It's not going to make it as far. It's going to roll out of bounds at around the 14-yard line.
Good
and
kick.
Collinsville will start there, yeah.
Smart kick. You know, don't give up the run back. Peg Collinsville deep. But at any rate, credit Collinsville's defense with a big stop after starting with a short field, right?
Yeah, even after that 15-yard face mask penalty, too.
Yeah, that was very nicely done by Collinsville's defensive unit, and that will put their offense back on the field where they had tremendous success on their first possession. So I like the way. There's definitely been a momentum shift here in the second half so far.
Yeah, Collinsville moved the ball downfield in about 2 minutes and 21 seconds to pick up that go-ahead touchdown. Well, a little bit farther to travel this time, but we'll see if they can get it done. Pennell in shotgun, takes the snap. He's back to pass. He looks. He's still looking. Now he's going to take off and flush himself out of that pocket. Still on the run, and threw the ball too high for Chase Reynolds to grab it.
Ill-advised throw by Pennell. He should have just tucked the ball and ran and got positive yardage.
Yeah, probably could have got about 10, 12 out of that.
He definitely could have.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure he was behind the line of scrimmage when he threw it anyway.
Yeah.
But
we don't have those nice yellow lines that they have on the TV when you can get the first down marker.
And that's what you could see Coach Colton Rhodes was talking to Darren. He says, hey, listen, you don't have to make too much happen. Yeah, I think we just got penalized for throwing the ball in front of the line of scrimmage. I thought so. I thought he was well in front of the line of scrimmage.
Yep, 5-yard penalty, so that'll bring up a first down and 15.
Well, you get the down back at least.
Yep, that's the only thing. The only positive out of that, it's still first down. So first and 15, ball now on the 8-yard line. And Pennell directing traffic. Once Chase Reynolds to come into motion, the handoff is going to go to McIntyre, though. He's going to try the middle, and he's not going to have much success. He'll get back up to the 10-yard line, so a gain of 2.
Yeah, not much doing there up on the interior for McIntyre. So that'll set up a second and looks like 13 for Collinsville with their backs against their own end zone at this point.
Collinsville needs to get the ball up to the 23-yard line for a first down.
Probably see Collinsville go to the air here. You're going to need to have your offensive line give Pennell some time.
Two wide receivers on both sides of this formation. Here is Pennell in. He's on the move, and he completes the pass to Gordon, and Gordon's going to get across the 20, but he might have enough for a first down. Looks like they're going to spot it down right on the 23.
That was KJ
Gordon.
Thorpe's Watt.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes, sir. And that was an excellent catch. He kept his feet in bounds.
First down.
He caught the ball. Good for a first down for Collinsville. So I like adding KJ into the offensive mix here and giving him a shot. He's had two really nice catches here early in this second half.
Sure has. Fresh set of downs. Collinsville crowd starting to make some noise. Stomping down on those aluminum bleachers. Two wide receivers on the far side, Gordon and Reynolds. KJ and Amari. Amari goes into motion. Here's the snap. Pennell back to pass. He launches one deep. He's got KJ Thorpe's Watt at the 40-yard line, and he gets drugged down all the way to the 33.
Yes, sir. The big senior, number 24, KJ Thorpe's Watt, gets single one-on-one coverage. Pennell puts up a beautiful ball. Lets KJ just run underneath it, and all of a sudden the Kahawks have flipped the football field.
Beautiful over-the-shoulder catch by KJ. Collinsville goes right back to work. Amari Rogers-Parrott gets the ball, gets around a tackler. He's on the run. He's got a first down, and he's inside the 20.
Nice quick throw. Collinsville goes no huddle. They waste no time getting to the line of scrimmage. Short pass to Parrott and let him work in space. Collinsville is on the move.
I get the benefit of a replay here, man, because this is like 10 seconds behind. I got to tell you, Glenn Woodcock doing yeoman's work over here on the camera. Great job, Glenn.
I was in a restaurant last week, and somebody told me to tell whoever your cameraman is, tell him he's awesome.
Yeah, he does a good job. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third. It's a keeper by Pennell. He's going to get a little bit of room, and he'll dive across the 15-yard line. They'll bring him down at the 14.
Slicing, dicing, slipping and dipping. Darren Pennell picks up somehow a sneaky 5 to 6 yards on first down, so that'll give Collinsville a second, and they're going to call it 5.
So
here.
Second down and 5, 4:30 left to play here in a very fast-moving third quarter.
Yeah, I say just a few seconds ago, Collinsville's defense was backed up against their goal line, and now all of a sudden Trad finds himself in the same situation.
Just a few seconds ago, we were bogged down in that long first quarter.
Oh, boy.
Here's the snap. Pennell rolls
There's
out. Flag on the play. Collinsville's going to get tagged for a hold. There's a horse collar. So these are going to be offsetting penalties.
Boy,
we'll do this all over again.
That was a mistake. Because number 66 for Collinsville, Edwin Kircher, was guilty of the hold. And then who did the horse collar?
Owen Leitner did the horse collar on Pennell. And those are going to be offsetting penalties now. And we'll just do this down all over again.
Replay the down.
Yeah. Holding Collinsville. Horse collar against Triad.
Play never happened.
Nope. It was just a figment of our imagination.
That's right. You didn't see anything, folks.
Nope. It was all smoke and mirrors. Tell you what, this place is packed.
Oh, man. Well, I knew this place would be packed. Triad's going to bring a big crowd. There's so many of them, they can't even fit in the bleachers over there. And our bleachers are full. The sidelines are full.
I know the Collinsville Police Department put up a post today saying no parking over here on Caseyville Road. Guess what?
Yeah.
There's parking on Caseyville Road.
Right. Where are you supposed to park?
I know.
Right? That's the only negative
park over by the theater.
Yeah, right.
4:12 left to play after the offsetting penalty stopped the clock. 3 wide receivers on the left side. KJ Thorpe's Watt, the only wide receiver over here on this side. Here's the snap. Pennell. He's going to step
Darren,
up.
Go.
Just
go,
run,
Darren,
buddy.
go.
Just run. Run. He is going to get to the 10-yard line inside the 10. He'll be brought down at about the 7, and Collinsville will have a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, baby. Credit Darren for wanting to make something happen and throw the football, but sometimes you just got to go, buddy. And he sure did it.
Yeah,
nice run by Pennell.
First down and goal for Collinsville as they'll set the ball down on the 7-yard line. So the Kahawks will have 4 tries from there to get this ball in. Clock continues to move. 3:45 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville leading by 1, looking for more. Gordon comes out of the huddle and heads over to the far side of the field. The hyphenated names, KJ Thorpe's Watt and Amari Rogers-Parrott over here on this side. It's going to be Pennell. He's going to throw the ball to number 9, Devin Habermill. Habermill, touchdown!
Yes, sir. D9 dozer Devin Habermill, the big junior, gets up in the air and celebrates with number 14, Mr. Amari Rogers-Parrott. Sorry about that. I got confused.
That was nice.
Oh, man, that was awesome. Habermail, because if you put the ball in Habermail's hands, he's just going to run guys over.
He's going to
right?
bulldoze.
Bulldoze, that's right. We don't call him D9 Dozer for nothing.
There is Nick Shantz. High snap, but Purnell does a nice job bringing it down, and Collinsville connects. And it is 28-20. All of a sudden, Collinsville can't miss on their offense, and the Kahawks have an 8-point lead.
Man, you want to talk about, I said it earlier, there's been a huge momentum shift here at Kahawk Stadium. You can just feel it.
Yeah.
The energy of the crowds have shifted, and you've got the fans, the players have shifted, and the results on the field have shifted. So if Collinsville can carry this momentum, man, hopefully we can just keep going downhill from here.
I like it. We have definitely flipped things around from a not so impressive first half to right now what is a very impressive start to the second half.
It sure is. Well, the Collinsville Kahawks are playing their game right now, right? First half was just full of, blunders, drop balls and blown coverages, and you really couldn't play much worse. Like I said, outside of that pick six, that was the one, and we moved the ball running the ball, so that was a bonus. But
well, we did move the ball in the
That's
first half, but a couple of interceptions killed that, and well, we've kind of straightened things out here. Here is Matt Reynolds with a kickoff. Matt sends it sky high back to the 10-yard line. It is taken there by Dempsey. Dempsey runs east to west instead of north to south, and he is swarmed, and he won't go anywhere.
Man, speaking of momentum, I mean, my goodness, Collinsville has just a host of Kahawk football players in pursuit, and Dempsey just had nowhere to go. He was smothered, and he didn't even make it out to his own 10-yard line,
KJ Thorpe's wad in on that tackle. I believe that Jalik Nelson was also in on that tackle, and also coming out of there was John Thomas.
Correction.
So,
they'll be on their 10.5-yard line. But, man, Collinsville's kickoff team had excellent coverage, and we'll see what our defense is more fresh. See, our defense was on the field too much in the first half. But now they're coming out fresh.
This is where Triad got in trouble in that first quarter where they were this close to their own goalpost and threw that pick six. Ackerman in shotgun. Cockerell goes into motion. Here's the snap. And it's going to be a handoff. I believe that was to Qualls, and Qualls got over the line of scrimmage, but just barely.
Yeah, again, Collinsville's defensive line has made some kind of an adjustment because they were just getting handled in the first half. And they're holding their ground here now, and they're allowing our linebackers to do what our linebackers do, which is pursue.
2:55 and counting here in this third quarter. Collinsville back out front by 8 points. And Ackerman in shotgun once again. Has Qualls as his lone running back. Now 3 wide receivers over here on the near, 1 on the far. Here's a snap. It's low, picked up by Ackerman. He's going to head out on the run. A flag on the play. Probably another holding call. A first down picked up by Ackerman, but that's probably coming back.
That should be a hold because the referee threw it from behind the quarterback. I think he got Big Monsmith. Big Lane Monsmith on the hold, which is a costly holding. Now, you say that, but the hold could have been what sprung the quarterback and allowed him the yardage anyway.
Very true. 2.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter.
So that'll give Triad their down back, but it'll cost them some yardage.
Yep. They would have had a first down without the hold. Right now they're looking at a second down and 15. Ball is now on their own 5-yard line. Collinsville, they can swarm with a little blitz action here and make them pay for it. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Qualls. Qualls gets back to the line of scrimmage, puts on a spin move, and gets past the 10-yard line to about the 12, so almost originally where that last play just originated from before the hold.
Yeah, nice, tough, hard-nosed run by Qualls. I mean, he was stopped 2-3 yards short of that.
Yeah, still picked up 7.
Spun his way up to pick up a few extra yards. And here we are with another 3rd and long for Collinsville's defense.
Big third down play here, 3rd down and 9.
Collinsville's crowd not making any noise on a 3rd and 9. Let's go, fellas. Here we go.
Backs
now
on
we
either
got the
side.
noise coming.
Here's the snap, and Ackerman's back to pass. Now he
There's
rolls
a
out.
hold.
And there's another hold, and that ball is going to fall down incomplete. I would almost decline
it.
Yeah.
I was going to say decline this hold and give them 4th down, right?
Yeah. That's what I would do. Holding against Triad. And
decline.
Yep.
He knew that from
Colton
the
Rhodes.
get-go.
Yeah, Colton Rhodes said, no, thank you. We don't want the penalty. Thanks for the offer, though.
No, right. We'll take 4th down. And
Qualls is going to have to punt out of his own end zone.
Hey, man, this is where you send the cavalry, right?
Yeah. Late entrance coming in by Adam Frazier for Collinsville. And Collinsville's going to send 2 guys deep. Chase Reynolds and Ryan McIntyre stand on Triad's 40-yard line. From the goal line, Qualls, end-over-end kick, caught at midfield by Chase Reynolds. Reynolds gets out of one tackle and runs right into another. But, hey, Collinsville's going to have great starting field position on Triad's 38.
Man.
Flag
Triad
on the play.
just flopped. Who is that? Number 33. Oh, Colin Qualls was tied up with Havermail, and Colin flopped and earned a penalty against Havermail. That's hilarious.
Well, that's going to be a personal foul penalty, too.
Oh, I know. Those knuckleheads. Yeah, Havermail's throwing his hands and be like, Coach, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's
but it worked. I mean, you know.
That's going to put him back to midfield after they march off the yardage. But that's going to put him back into Collinsville territory, actually.
Well, credit Colin for a smart football play.
Yeah.
He caught.
You can get away with it.
He caught his buddy and former teammate Havermail.
Well, we were talking about a script, right? There's your actor.
Yeah. He did a good job. Wait till I see him after the game.
All right, so now instead of starting in Triad territory, Collinsville starts on their own 47-yard line, Split backs on either side of Darren Pinnell. 2 wide receivers over on the far side, Gordon and Amari Rogers-Parrott, and KJ over here on this side. Here's the snap, handoff, faked, and now a pitch out to McIntyre. He drops the ball. It's still loose. Who has it?
That's not good.
No call yet. I don't see anybody celebrating for Triad, so I'm guessing Collins will jump back on top of it. And then, yeah, Isaiah Gordon comes up with it. That was rough.
You got to question an option pitch to a guy who's had trouble hanging onto the football anyway. Love McIntyre, love his speed, but I don't know that we want to be throwing option pitches his way.
A loss of 2 on the play, so 2nd down and 12 now for the Kahawks as we are under a minute to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Collinsville goes with the spread formation.
3 wideouts on the right, 1 on the left, lone running back. And the snap. Here is Pinnell back to pass. Throws the ball deep, and he's got KJ. There's a pass interference call because Dempsey was holding on to KJ and wouldn't give him separation.
Yeah, no, that was a textbook pass interference. KJ, first of all, if KJ's ever 10 yards shy of the football,
yeah,
you know there was pass interference, okay?
Yeah. Oh, my God, they're calling it against KJ.
Wow.
What? Oh, wow.
Wow. How? I mean, I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't either, man.
Usually you get an offensive pass interference if you push off to make a catch, right?
Yeah.
He was 10 yards from the football.
Yeah.
Wow. Tough break.
Yeah, that ball pretty much was uncatchable. I mean, it was well over the head of both the receiver and the defender, but.
How's it still 3rd and 12?
I don't know. No, it's declined. That's why.
They call it pass interference both ways?
No, they declined it. Or is it offsetting? I don't know.
They called offsetting.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a pickoff. That's going to be a big run back, and it's going to go all the way down to the 5-yard line, and your guy Donnie Becker there with that interception.
Yeah, Donnie Becker set Darren up on that out route. I mean, he was just waiting, and they call that jumping the route. Donnie Becker saw that coming the whole way. He set back as soon as Darren threw it. He jumps the route, and, boy, Collinsville had a chance to really extend the lead, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall. And credit Donnie Baker. I mean, there's a term in football called playmaker.
Yeah.
And he's been one tonight.
Tight bunched up formation here for Triad after they get everything figured out. Expect a handoff. There's a under center is Ackerman for the first time. Qualls, he gets taken down at about the 2-yard line. And that might just about do it for the 3rd quarter as we are winding down the seconds. And looks like indeed that will be the end of quarter number 3. Collinsville leads 28-20. 4th quarter action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Second down and goal for the Triad Knights from the 2-yard line. The handoff is to Qualls, and he is in for the touchdown. A little 2-yard touchdown run.
Well, now you've got to look for the Knights to go for a 2-point conversion to try to tie this game. So this is a big play here. See what Coach Mack can dial up for Collinsville's goal line defense. I mean, this is a huge play in this football game.
Sure is.
With the way this thing's shaping up.
We'll see what Triad wants to do. 28-26 right now. And Ackerman is out there, so
look for one-on-one coverage
they
out
will
here.
go for it. Man comes into motion from far to near. Here's a high snap, and Ackerman rolls out, throws on the run, and no, incomplete. So Collinsville will have a 2-point lead at 28-26, and Collinsville will get the ball back after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Glenn Woodcock on the camera, and our statistician, Andy Sullins. Here comes another kickoff. They moved away from Donnie Becker handling the kickoffs. That one's going to go all the way back to the 10, picked up off of the ground by McIntyre. McIntyre's got some room. He's in front of his own bench, and he finally gets pushed out of bounds.
Man, nice run back by McIntyre. A couple big blocks laid by Collinsville's kickoff return team. To answer your question, it looks like Gibson Hunt is now kicking off the football, and Corey Warren will usually do the extra points. They were playing in the regional championship soccer game.
Oh, okay.
So they just rushed those boys here to get them in this football game. So that's definitely a nice addition for Triad to have their kickers back. Thanks for the update from Gibson's father, Josh Hunt.
All right. First down and 10 for Collinsville on their own 47-yard line. Here's a snap. Pinnell's going to keep it. He's into Triad territory, takes a couple of hits, keeps on going all the way down to the 40. Nice run by DP5.
Let's go. The senior quarterback, Darren Pinnell, gets hit 5 yards short of where he landed. He just kept his legs pumping. And Collinsville, they make a mistake and they give up a big play, but it doesn't look like they're letting them phase them, and they just came right back to moving the ball down the football field.
Darren Pinnell says, I'm not worried about those 3 interceptions. I still got a chance to win this game.
That's exactly right.
There is Pinnell. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself again. Puts on a little stutter step and a spin move. Got out of a tackle and picks up some positive yardage when he was almost tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was kind of tiptoeing around and got hit in the backfield. But just like Mr. Ackerman's been doing all day, it's tough to stop those guys for a loss or no game. I mean, they find a way to pick up yardage.
A couple of very mobile quarterbacks, that's for sure.
Boy, that's the definition.
Ball on the 36-yard line of Triad. Collinsville breaks huddle. KJ Thorpes-Watt on the far side. Gordon and Amari Rogers-Parrott over here on this side. Devin Habermill in the tight end position. Handoff's going to go to McIntyre. McIntyre breaks a tackle and gets close to the 30. Collinsville needs to get to the 29 for a first down, so he's going to be about 3 yards short of that.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Triad's defense has been on the field most of the second half, right? So, again, the script has been flipped, and that's tiring when you're out there, right?
Yeah.
So if you just keep beating the ball, right at them and running downhill, I like the strategy.
3rd down and 3 for Collinsville. Ball resting on the Triad 32-yard line. Same formation, KJ on the far side, Rogers-Parrott and Gordon over here on the near side. Now Amari Rogers-Parrott heads into motion, and it's going to be a keeper by Pinnell. He's got Ryan McIntyre as a blocker, gets past another wave, and then gets spun around. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Collinsville!
Oh, baby, that's got to be the run. Oh, that should be a personal foul. Triad's defensive back just picked up the cone and slammed it on the ground. But Pinnell, oh, my goodness, how many tackles did he break on that run, Ty?
6.
Oh, baby. Talk about hungry and gritty, and I ain't taking no for an answer. That's got to be the best run we've seen all year.
Man, I'm telling you what, that was something to watch right there.
Holy cow. DP5 not having it.
Nick Chance on to try the extra point once again. There's a snap. Ball placed down. Kick on the way, and the kick is good. And Collinsville extends that lead 35-26. 9:50 left to play here in this 4th quarter. There's a penalty flag on the play, though, so we'll keep it here for a moment anyway.
Well, that's huge because if it stands, that makes it a 2-possession football game now.
Yeah.
Again, that 2-point possession and that missed extra point. Yeah, I think they did call. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
On the Kahawks.
On the Kahawks. He pointed that way, didn't he?
Well, and their guy slammed the cone on the ground.
Well, they did. Yeah, but they threw that flag during the extra point try. Now, that's what Colton Rhodes is saying.
Yeah.
He threw down the pylon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to let that go and then call a personal foul on us, I mean, that's just, you're going to whatever. They missed it. They didn't call it. They got us, and here we go. We got to play football still.
Yep, sure do. Can't worry about that kind of stuff, so we're going to go back to work.
That's exactly right. So now.
Correction, the penalty was called on the 9th.
Okay.
Now, I think that was a makeup call.
Yeah.
Because they missed it, so they got it right.
Yep.
Good for them.
So Collinsville is going to kick off from Triad's side of the field at the Knights' 45-yard line, and if Matt Reynolds can't put this into the end zone, we have a problem.
Still not a lot of high school kickers could.
I know.
But we're spoiled with Matt's massive leg, and, you would think that you would see a touchback here because Triad has our favorite friend, Mr. Cockerell, back there.
Well, if I'm Matt Reynolds, I'm going to try to put it through the uprights.
That'd be awesome. I don't know. I'd probably kick it to the corner.
And that one is going to travel into the end zone for a touchback. You cannot run a ball out of the end zone in high school football, so even if Cockerell would have caught that cleanly, he couldn't run it anywhere.
That is correct. Nice kick by Matt Reynolds. And again, with a 9-point lead, you're now at a 2-possession ball game, which with 9:50 left in the 4th quarter, that could play huge here, depending on how this game shakes out. Because let's say worst case, Triad moves the ball down the field methodically and ends up scoring, Collinsville may just be able to chew clock up and get out of here. Now, hopefully we'll get a stop and get the ball back without a score, but that is a very distinct possibility.
Long way to go until then, sir. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville up 35-26. 9-point advantage. That's a 2-score advantage here for Collinsville.
So Triad has not gone to Cockerell in the second half really much, and that's kind of where they lived in the first half, so we'll see if they try that again.
Gordon's job is to cover Mr. Cockerell over here on this near side. 3 more wide receivers on the far side. Here's the snap.
There they
go.
go.
Back to pass.
There they
go.
go.
To Cockerell, and that overthrows everyone.
Yep, uncatchable football. Pretty good coverage by Gordon that time. I had a hunch hunch they were going to come back to him.
Yeah. Yeah, Gordon was on him every step of the way.
That will
But
now.
Ackerman overthrew that ball.
Yep. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Triad. That does stop the clock. 9:44 left, and Triad will reset. And you'll probably see, I would say, Ackerman on a run-pass option here.
2nd down and 10 for the Knights. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Tight formation for Triad, something that we used to see with Basler all the time. Here is a keeper by Ackerman, and he's got a little bit of room, and he'll get brought down before the sticks. As he crosses the 25-yard line, he'll be brought down at about the 27.
Yeah, Triad put the ball in their quarterback's hands, which I don't blame him. He's been very effective so far tonight. And he gives his offense a 3rd and short. Try to keep this drive alive. Now that will keep the clock running. Though there's, long time in the game, there's still a lot of clock management going on right now. It should be.
3rd down and 2 now for Triad. They need to get just across the 30-yard line for a 1st down. Ackerman, he will keep the ball once again. He'll go up the middle, and he'll have that 1st down, and a flag comes in right at the point of tackle.
Ooh, I know. I'm worried about face mask there. Usually when there's a flag on the tackle, there's some kind of issue with the tackle, but maybe not.
We'll have to wait for it to get sorted out here.
Yep.
Face mask. Unsportsmanlike. Oh, against Collinsville.
Yep.
Personal foul,
and
that's going to be a 15-yarder.
Well, problem is that stops the clock as well.
Yeah.
You give up 5 yards and tackle him and keep the clock running, I'm good. But you grab his face mask, give up 15 yards and stop the clock. That's the opposite of what Collinsville's defense is looking to do here.
What have we had, about 5 face mask calls in this game?
Man.
That's a lot. Haven't really seen it much this year, but it's very prevalent here in this contest. So, a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45-yard line. Here's the snap, and Ackerman's going to roll out and still on his feet. Looks, throws, and he's got a man open, and it is incomplete. Louis Johannes dropped the ball.
Yeah, and then he pounds the pavement. But that's a gift for Collinsville. I mean, gosh, we've got Ackerman stopped in the backfield, and our defensive backs just break down and leave the receiver wide open. Gordon's throwing his hands up to coach like, what's going on? Who broke down?
Yeah.
Because he had to come from the other side of the field. So that is a gift for Collinsville.
8.5 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter, and I'm telling you, like everybody else, the clock can't move fast enough.
Oh, my gosh.
2nd down and 10. Ball still on the 45-yard line. Kahawks fans are starting to make some noise. One lone running back stands over the right shoulder of Ackerman. 2 wide receivers stacked up neck and neck. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Triad. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back at Kahawk Stadium, 8:31 left to play here in this 4th quarter. 35-26 in favor of Collinsville. Triad looking at a 2nd down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Ackerman back in there and shotgun. Qualls is his lone running back. 2 wide receivers over here on the far side, 1 more over on the near side. And rolling is Ackerman. Now he stops, sets himself, throws down the middle. He's got a man wide open. And once again, it is Ian Dempsey with a big 54-yard touchdown catch.
My goodness. Collinsville's secondary completely breaks down again. Chase Reynolds and Jalik Nelson having words about who's supposed to be where. Collinsville once again breaks down and gives up a huge play to put Triad right back in this game. They will go for the extra point, it looks like.
Yeah, right now they trail by 3, trying to get it back to within 2. Here's the snap, ball on the way, and the kick is good. And Triad capitalizes on another breakdown by the defense and the secondary by Collinsville, 35-33.
Yeah, my goodness. That's Corey Warren on the extra point there for Triad. So another soccer player that shows back up. All of a sudden you have a 2-point ball game. Collinsville breaks down. I mean, there was just no coverage whatsoever. Wide open receiver. And
excuse me.
God, Troy's still in this game, man. Collinsville, as well as they've played in the second half, we've just failed to slam the door, right? We've had a couple chances to close the door, and we failed to do it. So that'll put the ball in the hands of Darren Pinnell. And Collinsville still in pretty good shape here, you know.
Up by 2, 8:21 left. That clock just will not move.
With the ball, right. Up by 2 with the ball. So you've got to get a good, clean reception here and get yourself some decent field position.
And Gibson kicks off a line drive. It's going to go right into the hands of Ryan McIntyre. He cuts back up toward the middle of the field, puts on another move, and then gets taken down right at the 35-yard line, and a flag flies in from the far side. Holding against Collinsville, I'm going to imagine.
Tackle made by Steele. Kahok's ball, 1st and 10.
Flag on the play.
They're going to pick up the flag?
Nope,
they're
holding.
Walk it back.
Holding against Collinsville, so take them from the 45 back to the 35.
Well,
the 25, 24, yeah.
24-yard line.
So a little bit farther to move now for Collinsville. Kahawks need to get that offense back on track.
Yeah, I would like to see what they've done this entire second half. Just chew up yardage, chew up the clock, go put some points on the board, and go home with a W.
Split wide receivers, 2 on either side of this formation. Here's the snap. Pinnell throws quickly, does so to KJ, and KJ dropped it.
Oh, as sure-handed as he's been, he drops the ball when it matters most, man. We've got to keep the clock moving, and we've got to get yardage. You know?
Yep, he caught that one right at the line of
flag.
scrimmage.
There's a flag down there.
Hopefully he was, well, we'll find out.
False start.
False start.
Oh, boy. Things just went from bad to worse for Collinsville.
False start called on the
Well,
so,
at least you get the
repeat
down back.
first down, yeah. First down and 15.
At least you get the down back.
And that clock just getting stopped almost on every play.
Yep, it was doing good until we started talking about it.
Yeah. Excuse me. All right. McIntyre stands over. Well, now we're going to make it the left-hand shoulder. And the snap, and Pinnell's going to keep it himself, and he's going to go up the middle, a little off tackle.
Here we
to the
go.
Right. Got a
Here
little
we
bit
go.
of room, and Qualls is wrapped him up and throws him forward close to the first down.
That's sort of like we did to Ackerman earlier, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Qualls. I think it was Qualls, but at any rate, Darren Pinnell gives Collinsville some breathing room. Now that'll keep the clock moving.
Sure will.
And
Second
if
down
I'm
and 1.
Collinsville, I'm going to use every ounce of that play clock.
Second down and 1 for the Kahawks. Ball on their own 33-yard line. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Ryan McIntyre remains the lone running back. He stands to the left of Pinnell. Pinnell in shotgun, takes the snap, throws to Amari Rogers-Parrott. He's got some room to run.
Here we go,
He's got some room to run at the 50. Punches a guy right in the helmet. Get him out of my way, he says. All the way down to the 30.
Yes, sir. Oh, and he's down.
Yeah, he is. I think he might have
Barry knew right away that he was down. He called for the trainer. Oh, I think he just popped back up.
Yeah, he did.
So that's good.
And that was Jacob Odell, who is down on the ground. He's back up and seems to be all right.
Yeah, good. I don't know if he got stunned or
maybe he got poked in the eye.
Owen Droy's holding him up right now. Jacob, the son of some friends of ours. We were just hanging out with him before the game, and his buddies are still attending to him.
I think they're trying to calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, I think he maybe just got shook up a little bit.
Yeah.
So at any rate, now they're going to move the ball back, a holding penalty. You got to be kidding me.
Jeez Louise.
How can you have holding on such a quick pass?
I don't have any idea, man. That ball was out of Darren Purnell's hands just like that.
That makes no sense.
Man, oh, man.
No sense whatsoever. Illegal block, maybe. Holding?
Penalties are killing us right now.
Yeah, I mean, Collinsville's crowd's a little concerned. Like, how can you call a hold on a one-step drop and release? At any rate, Collinsville 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 from their own 27-yard line. Purnell and company, I have to go back to work. Big first down taken off the boards there. Purnell is going to move forward again, and this time he's going to run into a little resistance, and he'll get brought down at the 30, so he'll pick up 3. Very late flags coming in. It's a flag fest, man.
Jeez. Need to get some control of this game here, fellas. Hopefully you'll see a late hit against Troy. I mean, the flags were so late, I'm not real sure.
Yeah, it was after the tackle.
Some Collinsville guys were throwing their hands up like, what's going on here?
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Triad, so that's going to give Collinsville a first down. Dead ball foul. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. Referee will go over and talk things over with Coach Potash, and he's not going to be very happy. I don't think any coach is very happy about all the flags flying in this contest.
Louise, right? But Collinsville needs to get right back to work. We need to keep the ball in the middle of the field. We need to chew up yardage and chew up the clock. Now, will they wind this once they get the flag set?
6:53 left to play here in this fourth quarter. First down, Collinsville. There goes the clock. And a fresh set of downs for the Kahawks. 3 wide receivers on the far side and a handoff to McIntyre on this side. And he'll get up to about the 49-yard line and stay in bounds.
That is exactly what we need.
3 yards on the gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Should take the play clock down to about 6 minutes. We could get about 3 first downs here. That could seal the deal for the Kahawks. You figure you can get 2 plays off per minute if the clock runs. 6 minutes left, so we got to start thinking that way here.
KJ Anamari over on the far side. Gordon over here on this side. Zay Norton is the running back. He'll get the handoff, and he'll rumble and bumble across midfield. Still on his feet, still pushing himself forward, and he has enough for a first down.
There's one. There's one first down. So they'll stop the clock to move the chains. As soon as they place the ball, they'll wind the clock. Here goes the clock. And you can bet that Darren Purnell should be using every ounce of this play clock. And you're probably going to see a steady dose of the artist formerly known as Zay Norton.
And they snap that with about 15 seconds left on the play clock, so you need to probably waste a little bit more time than that. And besides that, Triad may become a little bit impatient and jump the gun.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. So Collinsville got in a little bit of a hurry there. And Purnell runs a quarterback keeper. He picks up 2 yards on the play. So Collinsville still needs to get a couple of first downs and or score. Need to hang on to the football. And now you're going to see Coach Colton Rhodes tell Darren, hey, use the clock.
Yep, use that play clock.
Use the clock.
5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. 35-33. Collinsville leads by 2. Purnell in shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off to Zay Norton. Zay has got himself some more yardage after he bounces off a would-be tackler, and another Kahawk first down to the Triad 30-yard line.
Big run by number 33, the senior Isaiah Norton. Haven't called him Isaiah since he was about 8, Todd.
Yeah.
So Zay rumbles, bumbles, stumbles his way to a first down. And now all of a sudden, Collinsville's moving the ball. Troy seems to be wearing out. So if Collinsville can just keep it going, we can seal our own fate here, Todd.
Ball security is paramount here, man.
Ball security.
Purnell takes the snap, hands the ball off to Norton once again. Norton goes up the middle and has more positive yardage. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. And the clock will keep moving as we approach 4:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
I would ride that horse all the way to victory lane, Todd.
You are correct, sir, or as Fonzie used to say back in the day, correctamundo.
Anybody that needs to call parents for a ride.
Oh, yeah, it's the parents' call out.
That's a sign the clock's winding down, that's for sure.
Under 4 minutes to go now here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville continues to move the ball and control the clock. Here is Pennell in shotgun once again. Has big Devin Habermill as a blocker, and Pennell is going to scramble. He'll throw out to his right side, has a man, and that's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
I would have kept on running the ball.
Yeah. He wants the big play. He wants to score, but you've got space. Just run the ball, get the first down, and keep the clock moving because now, you're faced with a stopped clock and having to get a first down. So probably not exactly what is in the best interest for Collinsville here as they're trying to seal up this ball game.
3:38 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Clock stopped. Norton stands over the right-hand shoulder of Pennell, and he is going to keep it himself as Pennell. He's up the middle. He'll have enough for a first down, and he's still trying to get out of tackles. Hold on to that ball, sir.
Yeah, that's exactly what we needed right there. That is exactly what we needed. Keep that ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving. There's that third first down that I was talking about. And it looks like we'll still have the chance to get one more.
Fresh set of downs for the Kahawks. Ball on Triad 17-yard line. Clock continues to move. 3:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 3 wide receivers over here on the left, 1 on the right. That is KJ all the way over there on the far sideline. Zay Norton is the lone running back. Play clock still has 10 seconds left on it as Pennell takes a high snap, throws the ball to Rogers in the slot. Rogers gets out of 1 and gets across the 10-yard line. He'll be brought down at about the 7-yard line, and that's going to be close to another Kahawk first down. Looks like they're going to be about a yard short.
So that'll keep the clock moving. Man, every time we put the ball in the air, it makes me nervous right now.
I'm telling you.
But, you got to do what you got to do to keep those chains moving.
Keep that clock moving. Another score sure would be nice. A touchdown would be awesome. 3 wide receivers set now on the right side. Isaiah Gordon is the only wide receiver over here on the near side.
Darren's going to use the clock. He's aware now.
Yeah, he's got the clock right in front of him. It's got 10 seconds left on it. And he's going to keep on letting that sucker move. 2:20 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And now we have movement up front, and it looks like it's going to go against Collinsville.
You got to stay still, fellas.
So a false start. Someone moved. Didn't see who. And that is going to bring up a second down and longer. Clock, though, starts back up.
Well,
instead of a second down and 1, second down and 6. Ball now on the 13-yard line. As the Kahawks break huddle, we have 2 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Same formation, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Zay Norton remains the lone running back. He's going to get the ball, and he's going to zig, he's going to zag, and he's going to spin, and he's going to get maybe a yard or 2. And now I would imagine you're going to see Triad starting to use timeouts.
You would think.
And that's exactly what is going to happen. So Triad uses their first timeout here in this second half. So they have a couple more left. 35-33 in favor of Collinsville. There's 1:47 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And Collinsville methodically moving the ball up the field, chewing up clock, chewing up yards, just like Dr. Chris wrote in his script. And now the Kahawks are looking at a 3rd down and 5, and the ball on the Triad 12-yard line.
So the question is, if Triad stops us on this 3rd and 5, if Collinsville kicks a field goal, it only makes it a 5-point game. So you're in 4-down territory, right?
I would think.
Yeah. Well, we have 2 chances to get this first down.
Because if you miss it on 4th down, Triad's got to drive the full length of the field to get a score.
Yeah. So I think you're going to see Collinsville have 2 chances to get a first down. And I would prefer that they just get it here on this 3rd down.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So we don't ever see 4 on the yardstick.
Looks like they have to get down to the 8-yard line for a first down, maybe the 7. Hard to tell from the sticks all the way over here. All right, Zay Norton now stands over the left of Darren Pennell. Here's a snap, and Pennell is going to throw, and it's blocked. That
Big
stops
lane.
the clock.
Big Lane Monsmith, number 75. You are not going to throw the football over that gentleman. He's 6'8". I don't know. I mean, my goodness. Probably not what any of us wanted to see, but it happened. So,
Yeah, well,
at any rate, Collinsville has 4th and 5.
Need 5 for the first down and to keep the clock moving.
Play of the game right here, Todd.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Collinsville breaks huddle. Ball on the 12-yard line. Kahawks need 5 yards to get a first down. Darren Pennell in shotgun. He'll take the snap, and he's going to roll out to his right. Now he stops, cuts it up, and he is going to be taken down.
He
and
fumbled.
Then he fumbled the ball, and Triad's going to get the ball back at their own 20-yard line with 1:31 left to play and 2 timeouts left.
So you were going to have a turnover on downs anyway, so the fumble really doesn't do anything. However, now all of a sudden you give Triad a chance. You know, I don't know why you're just moving the ball down the field, and you
were doing a great job of moving it down the field,
you
chewing
got
up the clock,
5
chewing up
yards
yards.
to go, and now you throw 2 pass plays. Probably ill-advised out of Collinsville, but at any rate, it is what it is. We get what we get, and now the defense has a chance to win the game for the Kahawks.
Triad has to go 80 yards
They only
or
have one
close to
timeout.
it.
You know who to look for here, right?
Yep.
2 guys.
Cockerell.
Cockerell and
Qualls.
Yep. Cockerell, Qualls.
So Triad has 1 timeout left. Collinsville trying to get a stop here. Here is Ackerman. He'll hand the ball off to Qualls.
he
No, he
will
won't.
not.
And he throws it, and it's incomplete. Trying out to Dempsey.
He had Dempsey. The ball hit him in the hands.
Yep,
Dempsey
sure did.
just dropped the ball.
Stops the clock with 1:25 left, brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Well, what do you say? A turnover on downs and go home, Todd.
Yeah, I'd like that myself.
You know? I'm having to alter my script here now. All
Yeah,
of a sudden.
I know. Got a little rewrite. 3 wide receivers over here on this right side, 2 more over on the left side. Empty backfield. Ackerman from shotgun takes the ball, throws it to Cockerell. Cockerell trying to get around some tackles and can't. He'll get enough for a first down, but as soon as they drop those chains, the clock will continue to move.
Yeah, Triad going to be in a hurry-up, no-huddle offense.
Once again, empty
Ball
backfield,
start.
same set. And a throw and a catch over on the far side down to the 40-yard line. And
They'll use a timeout yet?
I do not know. That pass was complete to Landon Zawodniak. And Triad with that hurry-up offense, 2nd down and 3. And Ackerman steps up almost. And now a throw, and there's flags flying everywhere now.
Oh, no. I don't like that. Flags came on the tackle.
Yeah, might have been
They're gonna
another
call
horse
roughing
collar.
the passer.
And that's exactly what they call. Oh, another face mask.
Gosh, dog.
God, man. Never seen so many face mask calls in a game in my
You're
life.
just trying.
51.6 seconds left to play. That's going to give Triad a first down.
You've got the quarterback stopped in the backfield.
Habermill missed a tackle when the quarterback first started taking off. And then I think Devin reached out and got a hold of a face mask.
Well, all of a sudden,
now
50 seconds left.
45-yard line of Collinsville. 45-yard line of the Kahawks is where Triad's line of scrimmage is. First down and 10. Kahawk fans making some noise. Ackerman back to pass. He throws to the far sideline, and that was just broken up by KJ Thorpe-Watt right when that ball was getting ready to go right into the hands of Cockerell.
Oh, I saw him scoring a touchdown. Thorpe-Watt comes out of nowhere and bats that ball down because you know that's where they're going, right?
Yeah.
But I thought our defensive line got held up on that pretty badly, but no call there. Credit KJ Thorpe-Watt for breaking that play up.
2nd down and 10 for Triad. Ball still on the 45. Ackerman back to pass again. And he has gotten flushed out of the pocket. Throws the ball downfield, and no flag on the play. And you know what? There could have been probably because Nelson never turned around.
He did not turn around. I don't know that he got much body in there, but he did not turn around. So now Triad is down to 2 plays to either get a first down or a touchdown.
3rd down and 10. 36.8 seconds left to play here in this 4th quarter.
That's twice that we've blitzed by the quarterback, so maybe Collinsville will make an adjustment there because you're giving up a defender when you do that.
Ackerman remains in shotgun. He's got Qualls over his right shoulder. And the snap. Ackerman rolls out, throws back into and tackle before the first down sticks, I believe. They're marking right down at the first down marker, aren't
Clock's moving.
Yep.
They're going to have to call a timeout.
Either that or going to have to spike the ball.
Why'd the clock stop? Why'd the clock stop?
Yeah, first down. 20.9 seconds left on the clock as they had to stop the clock for the first down markers to get moved.
Well, I didn't think they got a first down, so that makes sense. That's why I was hollering, why is the clock stopped?
And I believe that they just spiked the ball because now the sideline marker says second down. And I'm not really sure.
Wind the clock, Blue. Unless they call a timeout.
I don't know. Referees are going to talk about it. I don't even know if they got the snap off. I thought they were going up there to spike the ball to stop the clock, but I'm not sure if that's what they did. 20.9 seconds says the clock. Man, oh man, oh man. They're giving the clock operator a bunch of crap up here in the booth. Now the referee's going to come and talk things over with Colton Rhodes. And we will see what the outcome of all this is. Now the scoreboard says second down and 10 also. So maybe they did spike the ball to stop the clock. And now Colton Rhodes still pleading his case over here for something. Can't get the play going until, I guess, I don't know.
Something's going on.
Colton's talking in his microphone, so maybe the guys upstairs are going to lean down the hatch up here and tell him to put some more time on the clock. Usually they just use the walkie-talkies. Clay Smith is over there, the athletic director. He's got the walkie-talkie in his hand waiting for somebody to tell him to do something.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on.
Well, the referees are supposed to.
24 seconds, I think they said.
24 seconds. They're going to put 4 seconds back on the clock, or 3 actually. It was at 20.9. All right, so 24 seconds. Second down and 10 for Triad. Boy, oh boy.
They do have 1 timeout, correct?
They do. They did not want to use it on that play. That's why they tried that spike play.
But
and
you
now
rolled the clock.
Here we go. Second down and 10.
clock should be
24
running.
seconds. Not if they spiked it.
Oh, you're
Here's
right.
the snap. And Ackerman back to pass. He launches it down the field, and it's incomplete.
Nice coverage by number 7, Jalik Nelson. My goodness. That was a catchable ball. Jalik doesn't get there too soon. And that burned a solid 8 seconds off the clock. That's going to give Triad a 3rd and 10 with 16.7 left and 1 timeout.
Owen Droy was the intended receiver for Triad. So here is a 3rd down and 10 play from the Kahok 35-yard line. This is going to go down to the wire, folks. Ackerman in shotgun, has a lone running back, but that running back is not going to get anything. And now Collinsville wants to use a timeout, talk things over themselves with 16.7 seconds left to play here. We will go ahead and take a quick timeout ourselves, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Back here at Collinsville High School, 16.7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
High drama.
Kahawks used a timeout. They have 2 left. Triad has 1. And the Knights are looking for at least a first down on this play. 3rd and 10. Here's a snap. Ackerman, he's going to go back to pass. Throws it, and it's incomplete. 4th down.
12.7 seconds left. 4th down and 10. Triad down to their last shot of either a first down or a touchdown. They do have 1 timeout that they've wisely kept in their pocket. Just in case, let's say they run the ball and get a first down, they can still have 1 more play to get into the end zone. So if Collinsville stops them here, game over. If they get a first down, game continues. If they get a touchdown, probably game over. You got one-on-one coverage out here.
Empty backfield. 4th down and 10.
Help him out, baby.
And Ackerman back to pass. Throws the ball, and it's complete. And it's in the field of play. They're going to have to stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, then you'll see a timeout.
And then Triad should use their last timeout.
Wow.
8.3 seconds left. 1st and 10 for Triad. They'll have the ball on Collinsville's 23-yard line.
Triad takes their last time out of the game here.
They did. So the Knights are out of timeouts, and they have enough time for 1, maybe 2 more plays, depending on the outcome of the first play.
Well, you got to think they're going to take a shot to the end zone here, right?
You do.
So the key is defend it well, no pass interference. Ideally, maybe we blitz and sneak a snack and then sneak a snack.
Sneak a snack. That's what you've been doing all night with this popcorn.
I know, sneak a sack, and that would be lights out for Triad. But, again, high drama situation. My goodness. This game comes down to the wire. What a contest here.
I kind of figured we would get into a real good game here on this last game of the year.
Everybody thought that this would be a good game, and boy, has it been.
You are not joking there, sir.
A lot of back and forth, a lot of action in this game. My goodness.
8.3 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the Kahawk 22-yard line.
Collinsville sucking in their defense a little bit here. Oh, are they going to kick it?
I don't know.
Oh, I think they're going to kick it.
It looks like it, huh?
Oh, they're going to kick it for the win.
On 1st down.
Oh, my.
All right.
Oh, my.
The drama.
They are going to kick the ball for the win.
That is
and we
gutsy.
Call timeout.
I would. I would. Well, the Kahawks have 1 timeout left. 8.37.
This would be a 39-yard attempt.
Corey Warren.
39-yard attempt out of Corey Warren. He's got plenty of leg. It's just that in this situation, you're going to have to kick it over guys. And, obviously you've got some nerves rolling in there. So we'll see. See what Collinsville can dial up here. We'll see if the senior kicker, Corey Warren, out of Triad, on the field to attempt to give his team a 1-point victory.
This will be a 39-yard attempt. Ackerman is the holder. Here's the snap. Kick is on the way, and it looks like it's going to go penalty flag on the field. The kick is good. Not sure what the flag is for. It came in the Kahawks backfield.
It's against us, I think.
Yeah, probably. Roughing the kicker.
Wow. Collinsville goes down. There's 3.7 seconds left. Collinsville's down by 1 point. My goodness, Collinsville had every chance to close the door on this Knight team, and they kept fighting, and they find themselves up 1 point with 3.7 seconds left in this match. Expect Triad to throw a squib kick down the field to try to run the clock out. And now Collinsville's, assuming the clock runs out and we take the loss, Collinsville's playoff fate will be in limbo.
Well, they should make the playoffs, but now they're definitely going to have to go on the road
to
probably way up north.
Mount Carmel?
Probably.
Yeah. Not exactly the way Collinsville wanted this to shake out. But here we are. That's why they play the game.
Whale of a game, I'll tell you that much. We'll see how Triad wants to play this. They want to do a squib kick and try to run out the clock on the kickoff. And we'll see how Collinsville wants to play it as well. I would say that as soon as they catch it, they kneel. They'll enforce the penalty on that field goal try right now on the kickoff. So Triad will kick the ball off from Collinsville's 45-yard line.
We'll see if Collinsville tries to lateral their way to a touchdown or if they kneel and try to go for a Hail Mary.
And it's a squib kick, and we are going to go on the run. And here is Gordon. Gordon switches directions, and ball is out, and it is picked up by Triad, and that is the game. The Triad Knights come back to win this one on a 39-yard field goal by Corey Warren, and the Knights win 36-35. What a game.
Oh, man, yeah, what a game. And congratulations to Triad and the Knights. But Collinsville, we said going into this, would really just have to hand this game over, and that's exactly what they did. Just way too many mistakes out of Collinsville, and couldn't overcome them despite the momentum in the second half. And at the end of the day, you'll put a W next to Triad and an L next to Collinsville, and we'll have to move forward.
Yeah, we will. Time for the postgame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by this gentleman right here, Dr. Chris McCluskey. Tell them all about it.
That's right. We're Chiropractic Works, located on the Beltline Road. That's 410 Regency Center right here in Collinsville. Our mission is to help as many people live as high a quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. Find us at www.chiropracticworkscollinsville.com, 618-343-3602.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything you do up here with us, and we're hoping that we get back up here in the booth in a couple of weeks.
Ooh, no doubt, Todd. We'll see what happens, buddy. Thanks for having us, and we'll go home and lick our wounds and move forward.
All right, that we will. That is Dr. Chris McCluskey. My name is Todd Duke, and the Chiropractic Works postgame show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville loses this one here tonight by a final score of 36-35. A tough loss to a very good Triad Knights football team, as offensive coordinator Drew Cordes joins us now on the post-game show. Coach, that's a tough one, man. You lose by 1 point, and could have went the other way if certain things would have happened, and one of those is a little less on the penalty flags.
I'm not going to blame the penalty flags on this one. A lot of them are questionable. I don't know how many times we're going to get a face mask thrown on us in a big situation, but that's not an excuse. I mean, Triad killed themselves with penalties too. Every time that we had a chance, like every time we were moving the ball, they were giving us 15 free yards every once in a while. I mean, they had one of their starting linemen, do something he probably regrets, and he gave us a free 15 yards, and he got kicked out of the game. I mean, that's one of those games. Like, I don't think penalties were really a difference because both teams were really, there was way too many on both sides today.
Kind of a mirror image of the two quarterbacks out there, Pennell and Ackerman. Man, that Ackerman kid, he looked almost just like Darren Pennell out there with those feet and keeps those legs moving.
Yeah, he likes to make plays. I think they definitely draw up their pass protection to where he's able to get deep and then step underneath and look downfield. He's an athlete. I'll still take our quarterback 10 out of 10 days, but I mean, you got to give props to him. He plays butt off, made a lot of big plays when they needed to, and we wish him nothing but the best. They've clinched. Now we got to wait.
Well, we don't know who we're going to play or where we're going to play or where we're going to play, but we're just hoping that we are play. The other downfall of this game was way too many turnovers.
Yeah, too many turnovers. A couple of them were forced. A couple of them were just bad reads. Plays you cannot make in a key game like this. And I mean, we get the ball down inside the 20 4 times and don't score. It really shouldn't have been 35-36. It should have been at least 56-36. We just got, again, just like Mount Vernon, you get the ball in the red zone, you got to come away with 6 points. You got to execute. Fumble the snap or fumble the handoff, miss the block, and then we throw the interception. Any of those 3 things don't happen, we might score there, and it's a tie game at halftime rather than us being down a score.
You guys were driving the ball down the field there in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. You were chewing up clock. You were chewing up yards. and then a couple of pass plays didn't go exactly your way, and that kind of changed things for Triad.
They were both open. If you go back and look, they were both open. I mean, when you got a 6'6" kid that just sticks his hand up there and bats it down, Isaiah catches that, he's probably scoring a touchdown. And then we just got to execute better on that last one. KJ needs to break a little bit harder. We need to get that ball to him. We can't take that stack. Can't try and just force it late. We gotta be ready. I mean, that's a play we like to go to a lot, and you know, the time we needed it the most, we didn't execute it.
I guess that the only thing left now is kind of just to sit around and wait for the television program tomorrow night at 8 o'clock to find out exactly what's going to happen.
It is going to be a long 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. But we did it to ourselves. You can't blame anybody but yourselves when you end up with 4 losses, because you look back and you can count the amount of plays on one hand that really changed the season from being 5-4 to 9-0. You know, couple plays in Belleville East, couple plays in Mount Vernon, couple plays in Althoff, couple plays today. I mean, we did it to ourselves, but I think we're good points-wise, but we got to wait and see. This is the worst part is right now is not knowing for sure. And I don't know. Guess we got to just hope. We got to pray that we get in, and when we get in, we get our chance. We got to take advantage of it. We got to clean up what we did wrong today.
All right, man. Thanks for the visit. Yep. Appreciate you. We'll hopefully talk to you next week. That is Drew Cordes, the offensive coordinator for your Collinsville Kahawks. We will call tonight here as the Collinsville Kahawks lose 36-35. We are back at you tomorrow. We have Class 3A Regional Championship Soccer coming for you tomorrow from Edwardsville, as Collinsville and Edwardsville will tangle for a regional championship. Game time is set for 3 p.m. We are going to be on the air at around 2:30. Again, a big thank you to everyone involved. Coach Colton Rhodes joining us in the pregame show. Coach Cordes joining us in the postgame show. Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. Andy Sellens taking care of the stats, and Glenn Woodcock on the camera. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow afternoon from Edwardsville, everybody have yourselves a very good evening.